Shut it down, Aldred. Hit it, Iggy. Hello and welcome to Mostly Off Topic's Waterdeep campaign. I can't remember which number episode we're on. Does anybody actually know? Is it episode 8?
8.
Welcome to episode 8, where I promise you the players are getting out of the Blue Alley back into Waterdeep, because frankly, I'm just going to have to get them out there. I'm joined by Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Who muted himself. Who's new to the group and hasn't replaced the real Alpha Ben. It's just that's where he is at the moment. And he's playing a new character. He's playing Zerelda. So next session we should have 5 players. 5 players. Do you want to introduce yourself, Joe?
Me or my character?
No, you to our viewers.
Oh,
shit!
hello.
I just used view plural. I apologise.
Hello, I'm Joe, and I live in Congleton.
Okay, right. You don't need to give out personal information.
Well, what do you want to know? Yeah, I mean, you didn't prepare me for this.
Oh no, I never do. That's part of my thing.
Tell them a bit about yourself. I live on Earth.
What's the name of the plant behind you?
It's a coconut palm.
Oh, coconut palm. Okay, so copalm.
Palm. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And the daffodils are artfully placed.
They're daffodils. Yeah.
Artfully placed. Are they from your own garden?
I live in a first floor apartment. don't know. They're from Morrison's. Maybe?
Okay, good. I'm glad that we're keeping the mostly off-topic emphasis going. I'm also joined by Little Beard, the Unreal Ben.
Hello.
And Josh as our poster boy.
Konnichiwa.
And,
for our Japanese viewers.
And Martin, always last.
And we're not doing this thing again with whole different languages. I was struggling last time, so you can forget about it.
We had like 2, and you struggled after that.
I know. I don't want to say anything about the education system, but there we have it. We are indeed playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Though if you'd watched the last few episodes, you wouldn't have understood that. I don't think. We're doing Blue Alley at the moment as a kind of like interlude in the main story ish, and you can follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/mostly-off-topic. You can hit us up at YouTube, Mostly Off Topic, at Mostly Off Topic on Twitter, mostly-off-topic@gmail.com. Mostly-off-topic.com is our website. Facebook is just like Mostly Off Topic. Is the easiest way to do it. And let's crack on, I think. In the last episode, can anybody remember what happened?
I don't mean to be a pedantic dick, but did you introduce yourself this time as well?
No.
When you say you don't mean to be a pedantic dick, people say that when they know full well that they're being a pedantic dick.
Well, yeah, exactly.
just to be a pedantic dick, did you introduce yourself?
I need no introduction. I think that's a key point. Hi, I'm Paul. I'm from the planet Earth. Is that right?
Me too.
Oh, hey, how about that?
Where are they from, though?
I haven't got a clue where they're from. I think one of them's from Planet Dick.
Beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall.
Okay. So does anybody actually know what happened last time? Because this is probably costing us viewers. Even my mum's turned off.
Ignatius set off a trap.
No, I merely didn't trust the obvious path. The obviously trapped path.
Oh yeah, we didn't follow the yellow brick road.
You did.
And we didn't take the gold.
Nope.
And we we did a lot of nothing.
We also murdered those guys who tried to rob me of everything that wasn't important.
Yeah, they deserved it.
The boggles, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So basically, the characters in the Blue Alley, a famous kind of dungeon in the city of Waterdeep, and they've been sent there by the Blackstaff of Waterdeep, Vajra, to prove themselves so that they could possibly become members of Force Grey, or at least Aldred could, possibly. Who knows? Ode is too busy setting up a crew to take down some nobles. We'll see how that plays out, possibly in a future episode. Also, he's got a sock store that takes up every Tuesday morning down at the Waterdeep Bazaar and markets. Aldred's wondering, why is it my brother is wearing less and less socks? But who knows? And you're after the Celestine unicorn, which is about a 3-foot statue of a unicorn. For those who don't know, unicorns are horses with spikes in them. They are, in them.
They will be soon.
Spiked horse. It's like a horse that's just gone out for a few quiet drinks, and somebody's like chucked stuff in its like drink. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with that.
Then it gets all pink and sparkly.
And indeed, Ignatius was faced with a very obvious yellow track to get through a room, and he stepped off the yellow track and triggered a trap. And after that fight, we leave the characters on more hit points than I recall. I'm not quite sure how that happened. And Iggy's...
I didn't get hit.
Is Iggy unconscious? I don't know.
No, it was...
he's
They
not orange
picked me
figure.
back up.
I think you just used all your spell slots and such like. Yeah.
I've got one
yeah,
spell
you-
slot left.
Yeah.
I could do with a rest to roll my last 2 hit dice.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to transition ourselves across to Fantasy Grounds so that we can have that there. So let's just go ahead and do that then. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that killed the character. Okay, we're back. Okay, so here we are. Do you guys have the map?
I do.
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
Do you,
Yes.
Zerelda? Okay, cool. So yes, you are drained by the fight against the... Sorry, I was just checking something. You were drained by the fight against the evil forces of the undead, their negative, cold energies sapping at your very strength and souls, which is just like giving you a slightly mild headache, basically. But there we have it.
Onset of flu.
Mhm.
Yeah. You feel yourselves depleted somewhat. There is a door to the north. There are other doors that you've not yet explored in this complex.
Yeah, we want to stay on the yellow brick.
Yeah. They obviously trapped the yellow brick. I'll stand back on that.
Learn your lesson.
You stand back on it. Nothing happens.
Oh. Suppose I'll follow into the room then. Oh, because I can't see without being in close proximity to Ignatius now, can I?
So what, it's bright light in 20 foot, so you're well within bright light at the moment.
Yeah.
Someone want to go check the door?
I'll go check the door.
You not on your rest?
I'm fully hit. I'm fully HP.
Wasn't speaking.
Well, I can either spend my last spell slot and heal myself some more, or I can have
Spell
spend
slots
me
are
a
good.
dice. I suspect we might need spell slots because we've clearly got hundreds more rooms to check in this place before we leave Blue
Yeah.
Alley. We've got that whole other corridor past the carpet burns to get.
Yes, the burnt carpet.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
The more observant watcher will see that there are a number of death rolls in chat. That was just because I forced the player characters to roll death saves to see who's going to play.
So I will check the door. Can I hear anything?
Do you want to give me a towered perception check?
Here we go.
Oh wow, you hear. Let me think now. swearing in a language that you don't really understand, but just sounds vicious.
Mm.
There's someone
Hold on, I
swearing
don't know if
behind
you-
this door. No, I don't know that language.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do.
Aldred, even though you can translate that, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
I will push open the door
You
Oh,
push
Jesus.
open
and draw my
door.
scimitar.
Draw your what?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. Ooh, yeah, I forgot that. It does that. Okay, so you push open the door at the same time, drawing your scimitar, your 1980s car. This is a strange room. You immediately kind of like, whoa, what the hell is going on there, Billy-O? It is mirrored. All of the surfaces of this are mirrored. You see yourself reflected off into infinity, and you immediately take a slight pace backwards and recoil. In the middle of the room, there is a 3-foot tall statue of a rearing horse with a spike in it. There is also a female admiring herself in the corner. Do you want to describe what you look like, Zerelda?
So I'm 5'8", tall. I have blonde hair. At 28, so not aged particularly. Quite muscly, but still feminine in curve. But not human, not elf, but somewhere in between.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing some chainmail armor. It's quite fitted. She likes to show off her curves, so her armor is always custom made to fit appropriately. And hence why I am looking at myself looking rather fabulous.
You are, however, slightly annoyed by the fact that your previous group of companions abandoned you. You decided to take a long rest in this room, and they all vamoosed.
Those bastards.
They're not the people we.
Let's move up.
I will step in slowly into the room.
You see a rather scabrous half-orc step into the room, Zerelda. In fact, you smell a rather scabrous half-orc, and
Hey,
then
I don't smell bad.
You see a rather scabrous half-orc with a weapon drawn, tusks upmost. He glares at you in surprise. Hold on, let me just get my my tusks out.
Is it an 18 plus stream?
Fenn is as Half-Orc's good, though. He's not big.
I see him coming in the reflection, and I'm just gonna reach for my warhammer on my back.
The half-elf female pulls a warhammer and adopts a stance that indicates that she is a capable and trained warrior. Make me a history check, Fenn.
History down the tower.
If you wish. Yeah, she's wearing some form of kind of like livery, or at least her undergarment. Yeah, the padding beneath. Oh, jeez, you're still alive. You.
I didn't do that. What?
I don't know.
Who knows?
The kind of like padding you recognise but can't quite place the colours of the padding beneath her chainmail and other accoutrements around the warhammer. Iggy, you can see. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Iggy, make me.
Oh,
Sorry, he's paying a lot of attention to the padding under a chainmail.
Yeah, because you have to assess these things, wouldn't you? Iggy, make me a similar history check.
Yeah.
We now exclusively play in the dice tower. I mean, I was meaning not to do that, but okay.
So you recognise the insignia and the kind of colours of a knight in silver from the city of Silverymoon. Which dwarven? Well, you don't, Aldred. You're not able to see yet. Which kind of dwarven settlement are you from? Remind me.
Mithril.
Mithril Hall.
Okay, you guys fell out with the city of Silverymoon because when Sundarbar got attacked, well within your living memory, it's considered the forces that were deployed from Silverymoon were deficient, and there wasn't really the commitment to the alliance that you expected from them. So it all kind of like kicked off a little bit political level, and there was like a silver exit or a myth exit, which was a hard no deal kind of break with the alliance. It's completely trashed your economy for years to come, but at least you've got blue passports now.
That's worth.
Bruno Battlehammer called a vote of no confidence in himself, lost it, but still stayed in. Nobody's quite sure how that happened. And the whole of this is like surface. The floor is surface, the ceiling is surface, the walls are surfaced. Zerelda, you see Iggy come in. Can you describe me? Describe me, Iggy. No, describe yourself, Iggy.
Yeah, I am about 6'6", hulking great beast of a coal black skin, giant red beard, plaited in a dwarven style, shaven head. I'm wearing I think I'm chainmail, aren't I? Yeah, chainmail and I've got a shield and a massive war. Currently, at the minute, it's glowing, with the exception of some boggling juice on it. And on my shield is inscribed with the insignia of the Hammers of Moradin. And I'm scowling at you.
Mm-hmm.
And Zerelda, you immediately recognise the symbols of Moradin, the dwarven symbols, and you also probably recognise the workmanship as Mithril Hall as well.
Okay.
And
I look like a scruffy scout.
Fenn looks scabrous. Let's just stick with the word that we're already using to describe you. Let's not confuse our users, our kind of listeners, by other adjectives interjected into.
Iggy also probably looks fairly beaten up at this point.
Scabrous and scabbed over. Hovering by the door, hitching his skirts up to avoid them getting muddy, is a noble figure. You know their kind, you know their type. You're not surprised that other people went into the room before him. Clearly a magic user. Do you want to describe Aldred?
Yeah, Aldred's in acceptably fashionable clothes. He's given up on wearing like the finest stuff because whenever he's around these, recovering those clothes after, and slightly singed, but good air about him, good posture, very proper as he walks into the room and assesses the situation.
His hair's sticking up everywhere like he's been electrocuted, though.
Yeah.
On account of him being electrocuted.
Yeah.
And lurking behind him, you see what's best described as a cowboy. His
Also half-elf, though.
Yeah, half-elf cowboy, so he's kind of like done a bit of bad plumbing, and he's afraid he's going to get caught. Let me think. Yeah,
I would at this point draw my sword and wait for Ode to say something inappropriate, because that's exactly what would happen.
Ode steps past Aldred. I gotta say, fuck you, authority.
Like he's here.
Do you not think he'd really like this person? Because clearly they're not meeting in large groups if they're by themselves.
He's remarkably quiet. He's been very timid. He's also painted his nails like a lilac. Nobody's quite sure what that is. And he's strumming away. Dang, dang, dang. He's only using 3 strings, even though he's got more. He's restricting himself. He's clearly practicing. He's taking some advice on about is what he's got to do. And you see also. Sorry, go.
Well, howdy, folks. Now we're gonna.
She talks with a very similar accent to Ode. Ode takes.
Is this how all half-elves talk?
Yeah, I was going to say. Is that
You have 100% of half-elves in your party talk like that, so you do the maths.
I'm like, oh god, another one.
Do you know Ode?
I've never seen any of you lot in my life. What are you here for?
Take an inspiration, Joe.
If I'm not mistaken, we're after the statue beside you.
You're also after the statue, recall. Mert, the moneylender, has asked you to return it to him.
You mean this? No, this is mine.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a problem.
Ode immediately sides with Zerelda. He goes over there and says, I gotta. I can't do the fucking accent. What's his accent again?
You need to play a bit more Red Dead, I think.
Yeah.
Or any, for that matter.
Call everyone boy.
Boy, in the jungle. In the jungle.
Isn't that God of War?
Yeah.
It's actually what Chris is playing next to me.
Oh, it's amazing.
He doesn't. He kind of hangs back a little bit, seeing how this is all going to play out. This is a really disconcerting room. As soon as you step in there, you have these infinitely regressing images of yourself. Everything's a mirror.
What, the floor, the ceiling,
the
the walls?
The ceiling, the walls, the whole thing. It looks as if it's made out of a single mirror as well, so there's no joints or anything of that nature. And Zerelda has just said, no, this is my statue.
How did you
saw
get
it
in?
first.
Well, I was here with some of my companions earlier on, and we got a little beat. But that's okay. We took a rest. The place was deserted. And they just left. They left me.
We ain't seen any other adventurers.
There were a number of names in the book below yours that you wrote.
Oh, there was. They weren't crossed out at the time, though, were they?
Not at the time.
There was some that weren't crossed out.
I don't know where any of them are.
What's your name then, miss? Perhaps we can come to a deal on this uni horse.
Perhaps we can. I'll tell you my name when you've all told me yours.
My name is Ode, and I don't know why I'm using this accent.
You should met Old Welsh, so it's now canon.
Yeah.
That's a Benasaki.
A Welsh cowboy.
Yeah.
I've got to say, my name is Ode. I'm the brother of
My
Darren.
Welsh is pretty good as well, so I can just switch that at any time you want.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you come from the valley over. Anyway, right, okay, yeah. So, Ode identifies himself. He's I'm Ode.
That was close enough, yeah.
I'm Fenn.
And
No
that's
surname,
Aldred.
Just Fenn.
And that's Ignatius. Now, what are you called, Missy?
Zerelda.
Have we heard of this, Zerelda? Can we do a check?
Yeah. Make a
You see the names in the
investigation
book?
check.
Boom! I investigated the shit out of that.
That should have been in the tower, by the way.
Yeah.
No, you've never heard of her. Though, Aldred, you recognise the colours of Knight in Silver from Silverymoon.
Okay.
An officer, nonetheless.
How big is this statue?
3 foot.
30 foot.
3 foot.
All right. Jeez. That makes this room.
30 male feet. So about 3 actual feet.
Well, Zerelda, I'm not quite sure what deal you made with Mert, but he's not the most reputable chap.
Look, guys, I was here first. It's mine.
Oh, that's fine. We'll step back out the room and close the door behind us then.
I'm sure we could come to some kind of arrangement.
Yeah.
Why do you need it?
Well, if I recall correctly, I don't believe it was explicitly said, but this seems to be some sort of test for us. I'm not entirely sure if the Blackstaff wants the statue or not.
Wait. So you're not getting paid?
Not in cash.
Are we not getting paid?
We were, weren't we?
Are we? I don't remember.
I thought
I
we
thought
were
we-
getting paid. That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I think that was the only reason Ode even agreed, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't we
yeah.
just get excited over potentially becoming grey hands?
They were going to make us, great.
Well, I was
250
excited about
gold
you
is what
guys,
you're going to
so-
get paid, and you could potentially become grey hands.
Become part of Force Grey.
Yeah.
Well, how much money did Mert offer you? Perhaps you could share in what we have if it beats his.
I don't know.
He said it was part of his collection, and he would offer you 100 gold, and he would invite you to a party where you could meet lots of people who are well connected and help you out with your challenges.
Who is Mert? Do we know who Mert is?
Mert.
Oh yeah, you all know who Mert is. So Fenn, you know Mert. You possibly respect him quite a bit. He is a rapscallion. He's been around for at least 100, 150, 200 years, if the tales are told. He's a larger-than-life character, soon to be one of the Master Lords of Waterdeep, and has a reputation for being, depending on who you're talking to, ranges from debauched through to a bit of a party animal through to a fantastically free individual who is a great model for how the noble should really be.
Okay, so I don't dislike Mert.
No, you probably got a bit of a soft spot for him. You know,
I have some respect.
he is a known associate and friend of Durnan.
Okay. Do know Mert.
But you know you're a shady bloke when your title is money launderer, right?
Money lender.
Oh, okay. Sure.
There's a lunch out there.
It's a respectable job. I don't know what you're complaining about.
So, what are you boys being paid then?
Gold, I assume.
Mm.
And
250 dragons. That right? They're called dragons.
yes,
Real dragons.
and an opportunity to join Force Grey, as far as I assume, or be affiliated with at least.
I heard join. I heard join. This is what I heard.
So, if I helped you get this thing out, what's in it for me? I've got 100 gold on the an invitation to a party, get some more work. I could just take this and get the hell out of here, and I'd be a lot more richer than if I came.
Well, come with us.
I'll give you a share in our endeavour, the Troll School Manor.
Oh yeah, because someone gave us their.
Yeah, someone relinquished their shares.
Someone relinquished their shares, Aldred. So we have
Also,
some shares.
I got these here socks. I'll chuck them in.
Well, depending on what your goals are, perhaps Force Grey could offer you the contacts you need. What contacts are you searching for?
Look, I just got here. I need cash. I need money. I got things to buy. If they can get me the jobs that I need, I'm willing to work. I can. Have you seen what's on my back?
No.
There'll definitely be plenty of work from Force Grey, I assume.
Yeah, Force Grey could offer you some work. We could offer you work. I know the city pretty well. Iggy knows his people around here.
I want 50% of the total share.
But total share?
I'm not very good at maths. That's
Guys, I
100
say we kill her now.
50% of the total shares, 10 gold, so that's fine.
Huh? What are we talking about now?
She just said she wasn't very good at maths.
Deception roll.
She is, however, good at listening to what people are saying, and that's clearly.
You said 250 gold.
And I did say 100 gold. Because I'm not good at maths.
Hold on.
We were still arguing.
We're trying to convince
We're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
we're trying to drag out this argument so long that we get to spend another session in the Blue Alley.
Well, if we get the unicorn, we've got to check every door on the way out.
They're trying to drag out the conversation so long for me to sleight of hand this unicorn into my pocket and walk away.
That would be some serious sleight of hand. 3-foot horse with a spike.
Yeah, my sleight of hand isn't that good.
Zerelda, I think you need to renegotiate. Realise that you're in the weaker negotiating position here. There's 4 of us.
I don't want
There's
to
one.
kill her.
We don't need to threaten her.
Oh, I've met her type before. I'm not surprised. She says that her party left her. She probably left her.
Wow.
Not one for keeping contract.
Yes,
Listen,
Zerelda,
people, I'm open for you to talk to me, but I'm the only one who's put any offers on the table here. So you want to talk about getting this resolved? You bring something to the table. Then we
Join
can
us.
talk.
We did. We offered you a stake in being part of the Grey Hands.
You can have a stake in our brothel.
and the
50%.
profit and the stake in the
brothel.
It's not a brothel yet. And I hope
Well, I think, Aldred, you don't have any voting rights. You waived what job you was. We're going to call it the Eltorchul Hole.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got a patent on my own noble name.
And you
No,
can get some...
we just spell it wrong.
We'll spell it with a A. It'll be the Eltorchul Hole.
You can have a few free magic lessons at the academy as well, perhaps.
That spell throwing does not bother me at all. But did I hear that he's forfeit his share? So I tell you what, I'll have a quarter and his share. I'm not good at math.
A fifth and the share in this building.
Because a fifth is clearly bigger than a quarter. Because 5's bigger.
It does sound.
Her brain just goes...
It does
It
sound.
echoes around the room.
It sounds legit, I have to say. I'm now questioning what my math teacher told me.
Yeah.
Fine, boys, we have a deal. But listen, I will help you get out of here. But if any of you stab me in the back, you'll meet my friend.
Okay, as long as a swift vengeance is only performed on the one, I am going to take no part in the actions of my companions.
Oh no, sweetie, you're fine. You gave up your share.
Right, but the other thing at hand is, what the hell is with this room and all these mirrors? There's going to be a trick to this.
Oh, it's fabulous, isn't it?
It's like you step into infinity.
I don't like seeing my own faces.
Well, I can understand that.
It's awfully depressing.
I'm not too bothered by it, and
I'm going to
I
approach
sort out
the
my hair.
horse. I'm just going to touch it. I'm just going to touch it.
I'm just going to leave the room.
I'm just watching intently while you...
I'll touch the horse.
You touch it.
Yep.
Okay, it's touched. It feels cool to the touch.
I was expecting to be electric shocked or something. Is it heavy? Have you tried lifting this yet, Zerelda?
Do you think I'll have a problem?
I'm not... I'm not saying you can't lift it, but it'll probably take a few of us.
Your friend over there, I point to Ignatius. He can help.
Oh yeah, he could probably lift. Nah.
Have you tried? Why were you stuck in? How were you stuck in this room? What did you do before?
I'm not going to try to lift it and embarrass myself in front of a lady. I'm not strong even for a half hour.
All right, then I'll lift it if you check it for traps first.
All right, I'll take it for traps.
I could try and detect if there's any sort of strange magical aura, but that'll take me some time.
Is he okay?
Not really.
No, he's in.
Sorry,
Yeah, if you check it
I don't
for
always
traps.
have Discord up, so I can't. If you're pointing, I can't see if you're pointing at me.
Check for traps, and I'll try and pick it up.
Okay,
Okay.
Paul, perception into the tower.
Yep.
You want?
Do some of that rogue eyeball bullshit.
There are no obvious traps. There's no kind of like. For a start, you check around the surroundings. This is a single mirrored room that you reckon created through magic. It feels quite hard. There's no seams. There's no buttons. You very closely look at the statue of the unicorn, and there's nothing obvious traps there. There's no holes that darts could come out of. It doesn't look like it's wide up to the mains. It doesn't look like there's a weighted thing underneath it, so that when you lift it, it goes off. There's apparently a trap-free zone.
Alright,
Looks fine, Iggy.
I'll walk to it, but I think someone needs to stand in the doorway to make sure it's not going to slam shut behind us. Because I can imagine this room's quite difficult to get out of if you can't.
Gladly.
The door's kind of like just a normal
Is
door.
it a door?
Yeah.
It appears to be a normal door, just like that ceiling appeared to be a normal ceiling in the previous room. Or
From a mimic. Someone hit the mirrored wall with a hammer.
Yeah, you two are the ones with hammers.
Alright, I'll attempt to pick it up then.
It's unwieldy more than it's heavy. Like you're picking up a 3-foot garden ornament.
a large dog.
So you completely smash 3 vertebrae by poor lifting technique.
I'd be working at the anvil. My lifting technique would be all.
I'm just going to wade in and offer to help.
Yeah. So together, the two of you get a good grip on it, and it is just like the awkwardness of it. So once Iggy gets underneath it, he can kind of walk forward with it relatively easy. Though it's like kind of in his face, and he has to hold it down a little bit, so you can see.
What pose is the unicorn in?
It's in a funky pose. It is. It's pretty. It's a bit like me.
Stab it.
actually. It's kind of like in a rearing classic unicorn pose.
I'll carry it over my shoulder.
Yeah, okay. So he kind of puts it over the shoulder there. It almost takes Ode's eye out with its horn. No! Be careful there, Ignatius.
Almost.
Yeah,
To see if it does.
make a hit. Make a roll to hit. It would be with a weapon that you're not competent in.
You're trying to hit the mirror.
I was trying to hit Ode in the eye with the horn.
It's then going to come back and be like, I'd lost an arm. You now have -2.
Roll a crit. Roll a crit. Roll a crit.
What a
was
classic,
gonna say,
classic story of how he lost an eye to a unicorn being ridden, a unicorn riding a dwarven man. That's classic bardic.
No, he's
trying
not
to find
dwarf.
a
He's not
weapon.
dwarf. He's a very dwarf-looking.
Yeah. What have I got weapon-wise? I'm proficient in all the weapons I've got on me at the minute, unfortunately.
Just roll
Yeah,
a
but one of the weapons
d20.
isn't unicorn statue.
I'll roll a 20 and see what. So
Oh,
I
dear.
definitely roll then.
So
But not the
no,
eye I was aiming.
fortunately, it's that bad. Nobody even realised you were trying. Okay.
So we've got Zerelda. How much of this place have you explored?
You've explored exactly the same as they have.
I have explored exactly the same as you.
You know that because
That's strange. That's strange. You know where we've been.
you had a small
Have you been
portable
following
crystal
us?
ball where you were able to watch episodes 1 through 7 of their adventures.
I know where Aldred's legged it straight
Oh,
out.
as soon as Iggy, as soon as you step out of the room, cheers. Everything that you are wearing and carrying gets teleported straight back, so you are now naked. All your gear, all your weapons, everything is just back there. Zerelda, you're now kind of like stood a heavily muscled, huge
Fine
human
specimen of a
male
man.
Oh my!
with tight
did-
buns and really strong musculature everywhere. He turns around slightly in shock. And could you roll a d20 for me, please, Iggy?
Yep.
I want to mention that I did offer to try and detect magic. For
Yeah,
you.
he absolutely smacks you in the eye with a length.
Where's my gear?
Sorry, Ben, I missed that.
Where's my gear?
Oh, it's all piled, kind of like draped on the unicorn statue and around it as it falls to the floor.
So is the statue back where it was as well?
Yep, and then there is this.
Guys, why is Alex laughing at this?
Echoes through the chamber.
Actually, the
That's not ode. That's that's in the chamber.
You know, I was quite fond of that mirror room until this happened.
I'm gonna walk back in and get my gear then.
Mm-hmm.
I just move out of the way while he's.
You turn and face the wall so you can't see. Oh no, mirror reflection.
Come back in.
Alright,
I'm not shy.
can you actually get out of the room with your gear now? Forget the unicorn. Can you try with your gear?
I'll take a minute to get dressed and then I'll walk back out the room.
Well, you left for your
Oh,
gear
Aldred,
on.
did you leave first?
Yeah.
All your gear got teleported back as well.
Aldred,
So as soon as you left, you became naked.
Oh, wow.
He's scrawny as fuck. I mean, like properly scrawny. Like, can you remember what I look like,
It's
Joe?
on
That's how
one of my
scrawny he
legs.
is. He has like
Well.
he has like really bad kind of like parched chest hair. That looks. It's just.
No, he
It's
would definitely
slightly
shave it. He
sickly,
would definitely shave it.
and it's like got a bit of a paunch as well, I reckon.
So
But yes,
anyone who left,
Aldred, you are naked.
did
Okay.
anybody
Anybody-
leave the room?
Did
I,
what? Sorry?
I left the room as
Yeah,
well after
I-
Iggy, but
Fenn left before.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You've got a very scabrous. Like he's got like cockroach bites on his legs.
Well, no, he's actually.
Wow.
He
Interesting.
actually no. This is interesting because he tries to keep his covered up, but he's actually burnt across his entire left-hand side of his body, like really bad.
Oh,
And
okay.
He tries to cover it up quite quick.
Oh.
Well, this is embarrassing for y'all.
We're all just waiting for Zerelda to leave now.
As soon as
Iggy's not embarrassed at all. He's,
as soon as
proudly
Ode
walking through.
sees what happens, he steps out. And he goes back in and he's kind of like, well, it's not embarrassing for me.
It's nothing we ain't seen before, Ode.
Despite many requests not to.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna detect magic, and I'll just let other people do their things.
Are you getting dressed first?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I hastily got dressed, and I'd be like, "Ode, I can tell you, Aldred, I can tell you, this is definitely magic."
I know, but I want to see it
Fenn,
first.
as you were kind of like starting to get dressed really quickly, you pick up Aldred's pants and the massive skid burns in them.
I'll throw him outside the ring.
That's something. Does the gear get out by itself?
Yeah, you can check the gear out.
Oh, so we're gonna have to strip off naked, throw our clothes out the door, and then get dressed outside.
Unless if you walk out the door naked, maybe it like just flares your body instead.
Takes his skin off.
It's just skin off. But can one of you with a hammer try and smash this?
Yep. Gladly.
Smash
I
what?
think
Sorry.
I think Joe's frozen.
Smash the mirror.
Yeah,
We've lost the Joe.
We lost Joe. No, I think it's just shock at seeing him.
Yeah, he's just messaged us.
It's crashed. Everyone's frozen.
Okay.
No, it's just me. It's just me, but Martin's frozen as well now.
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No,
he's just sitting really still.
You sat really still.
Put this picture in front of the camera.
Right, you're just fantastic at dead fishes.
Oh, whatever, Joe.
Yes. So Joe's asking, have I crashed? Everyone's frozen. I'll say, leave the chat. Leave the call.
Just leave. If you haven't got a good internet connection.
So our clothes can get out by themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, but we need to get the horse, the unicorn.
I'm detecting magic anyway, so you guys are going to do whatever you get. No, I didn't mean he left. He left fantasy.
Fantasy Grounds. Unless he's reset all his internet.
Maybe it's all
How's his Wi-Fi?
But
Ignatius, smash this mirror. I'm going to keep detecting magic.
Go on then. I'll swing at the
We're
mirror.
back.
hey, back.
Thank you. Sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, we spotted that you're frozen. We're like, Martin's frozen as well, but he was just sat really still.
And then his tongue flicked out and grabbed a fly and just went back in.
You've left Fantasy Grounds as well,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I got properly DC'd.
Right.
I was just reloading now.
Okay. So Iggy, you're
Go on,
gonna
I'm gonna
smash
attempt
you.
to- Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know why I did that with two.
With disadvantage? Why did you do that with disadvantage? It
because
wasn't
you
my
have
right?
because the game thinks that you're unconscious for some reason.
All right.
Still. That's
You-
interesting that you only get disadvantage when being unconscious.
That's
You
how
can
good
still
I
attack.
Oh my goodness, I can still do it.
Well, I think
Right.
strictly speaking, you can't attack, but the game won't stop you in case of.
I'm going to try again then. Hopefully
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
unconscious.
The your hammer rings resoundingly against the mirror. You kind of recoil a little bit, expecting shards of glass to be smashed everywhere, but nary a mark is left upon the glass.
Ah.
What does my detect magic tell me about? I mean, like anything I look at now, I could see magical shenanigans. So what?
Well, that's about 10 minutes in the future. So is anybody else kind of like, what are you guys doing whilst Aldred
Well,
is
he's in.
casting?
I'll strip my clothes off again, put them outside the door, and then step through it.
Okay.
Does that work?
What did you do?
I
Yeah, you
took
just
all my
step
clothes
through.
off,
You
threw
step
them
through.
through the door, and then I've stepped through it behind them.
Yeah, anything that you're carrying or wearing kind of gets
All
chucked
frozen
back
now?
into the.
Yeah, Paul's frozen now.
I'm not.
Ah.
As far as I,
Because
as far
everyone
as
else
I'm
has been a
concerned,
little
I'm
bit
not
laggy
frozen.
today. Mine's been.
It's not
Yes.
too bad.
My it keeps dropping like between orange and green on the connection form.
Yeah, it's not great. I think I'm fine as it happens.
You're back now.
You're back now.
I never left. You guys, I was getting all the incoming traffic from you. So yes, you step through. It's all fine.
Can
Sorry, you cut out there.
You step through and everything is all fine.
Okay.
So then I put my clothes back on outside them.
Mhm.
Does someone want to pass me the unicorn through the door and see what happens?
Yeah. I'll pick up the unicorn.
Okay, what's your strength?
10.
Really heavy. You kind of like you try and you could maybe drag it along. You try to pick it up. You can't. You can't hold it. You put it back down again.
Paul, sorry. Are you able to kick me so that I can rejoin? Because it's saying
okay.
that mine's already in use.
Ah, right, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know that I can.
On Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I'm Fantasy Grounds.
I don't know that I can because you don't appear to me.
See, my thing, mine ended up creating an alternate session where I'm just like glitched, but this session still existed for me when I had this issue.
Yeah, we had this issue before. How did you resolve it?
I literally just. I actually think I switched off the computer completely.
Okay.
Put it back on.
I think you're
Have you
connected
closed
now,
Fantasy
Joe.
Grounds completely?
Yeah, it's doing. It looks like it's doing something now. It just wasn't letting me even try and connect.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Anyway, so Fenn, it is just a bit too heavy for you on your
Okay.
own. Aldred is casting. Ode comes over and kind of like gives you a hand with it.
Are you in now?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll drag it over and push it through the door.
Okay.
pass it through.
As you get to the kind of like door and you start to pass it, and Iggy gets his hands on it and starts to pull it, it immediately kind of straight back into the center of the room.
Can I study the rest of the room? All the walls?
Yep.
I can use my eye for detail. Can I spot any hidden object or anything within the wall? I'll roll your perception.
Okay, whilst Fenn is kind of like taking a close look at the world, what's everybody else doing?
I'll still be doing my thing until you tell me it's done.
Yeah, Ode is tickling your ears, just like gently rubbing them to try to distract you from the spell. It's like blowing air in you. And then he gets his wet finger and tries to do that. Okay, so Fenn, you don't really see anything other than what I've described. And are you doing detect magic on the statue, the room?
It doesn't matter. You cast it on yourself, and then
Yeah.
you're able to detect magic. Just
So the
from your
statue
eyesight.
radiates transmutation magic, and the room radiates similar. So they glow with a magical aura.
Right.
So it's definitely.
But they're two distinct auras, so whatever magical effect is kind of dragging the energies of the weave into the unicorn is a different effect than what is enchantment there is on the room.
Oh, did I prepare that spell? Did I prepare that spell? No, I don't even have that spell.
Can you have you got a Misty Step?
Yes.
Can you step out of the room with the unicorn?
I don't.
Can you
think I
carry
can-
something with you?
I don't think I can take anything that size with me.
It's only 3 foot. It's the size of a heavy halfling.
A stone unicorn halfling.
Yeah.
I wish I had the spell magic, but
Well, we heard that weird laughing. I'll
Yeah,
just
that,
shout
that,
to
that, that kind of triggers like almost like a recording every time.
we try to go through the door.
Yeah.
I'll just shout, "What do you want for this statue?" Is there any response?
No.
No. Of course not. And
I
didn't
mean, there's nothing in Misty Step say I couldn't attempt that, but I have a feeling it wouldn't work anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah, but perhaps we have to finish something dungeon to unlock. Be able to get it out. Maybe if we finish. Maybe there's something somewhere else that dispels this magic.
Yeah, but we haven't seen anything to suggest that at all. I mean,
This
is that
statue
really-
might not even be the real one by the time we get to the end. This could be a clever illusion.
I mean, I would know if it was an illusion. It seems to be just transmutation magic.
And what does that mean?
It means that it's not an illusion.
But what does transmutation?
You're fairly well
might not be
read.
what we
You're
think
fairly
it
well
is.
read, Fenn, and it means change.
I skimmed that chapter.
It means the altering of one thing to another.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So this might be a horse and not a unicorn.
It's been consistently described by the most powerful being in this world as a horse with a spike in it.
I could. So you're telling me that it could potentially be a pygmy unicorn that's suffered flesh to stone spell.
No, I'm saying when we get this out of
Ode's
the room.
for that. Ode believes that's absolutely the case. Now that you mention it, I gotta say, Aldred, I knew there was a reason I brought you along. I don't want to stay with this pygmy unicorn with his flesh to stone spell for much longer. Maybe it was caught by a Medusa.
Potentially, but this is.
I heard tell that there was a load of pygmy unicorns down south in Tethia in the county of Zerkazar. I hear
I heard that.
I hear the order of Gauntlet rides them in a battle down there.
I had to fear a shitter.
I feel like I can finally ask you this question. What's your opinion of Diego Darkblade?
He is my hero, I gotta say. He pulls out his Diego Darkblade memorabilia. He wants. I got his sock, but I can't bring myself to sell it. I gotta say, his
Darkblade, that name rings a bell. Can I go through my backpack and unroll this scroll and it's like a bounty? I recognise that name.
I got Diego Darkblade socks. He has penguin socks.
Oh, you sure it's not? You sure it's not tiger? I heard he's quite partial too.
He likes himself. Some tiger meat. That's
I like the fact that
that's what I heard.
Odie's slowly turning into Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Life is like a box of socks.
He's my hero.
Anyway,
Right.
So should we give up the statue for now, or can anyone think of any bright ideas?
Zerelda, what have you tried so far?
Sorry, what?
Zerelda, what have you tried so far?
Oh no, honey, I had a rest and then I was distracted in the mirror because
You know, when the door's shut, there is the words "Everything you see is mine" written across it.
Oh,
That's what Zerelda
if you
knows.
just have a on the back of that door, someone's written something. It's a bit menacing. I don't want to say it out loud.
okay.
I'll step back into the room and shut the door.
We'll have a look. What's it say on the back?
It says, "Everything you see is mine."
Mine. Oh, God, that bit does. I'm starting to talk like all of you, lad. Oh, I'm going mad.
Alright, I'm gonna can I open the door again?
You're very,
Yep.
very easily influenced, Fenn.
Open the door, I'm gonna go pick up the statue, and I'm gonna turn around and face the door and close my eyes and walk out.
Close your eyes and walk out. Okay.
Yeah.
The statue. Your hands feel very light as soon as you cross the threshold of the door, and you feel a little bit chill in your in kind of like your gooch basically.
Your clothes come off again.
I tried to see if everything we saw was...
Oh no! Sorry. Hold on.
I
No,
wasn't
sorry. Actually, no. You walk through. It's all good. Yep. You're out the other side.
Wait, seriously, that worked. He just
Yep.
had to close his eyes.
Yep.
So you're carrying the horse now?
He's carrying a horse with a stick in it.
What did
Sticky
you
horse.
do?
Iggy, how did you do that?
I shut my eyes. Everything we see. If we don't see it, it's not his.
Clever bastard. And I'll just follow you out.
I'll
Close my
I'll do
eyes.
I'll do the same with my eyes closed then.
Yeah, I'm following as well. I can't move anything.
Oh, I might not give you control of your token. I know you did just then.
No, I did it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
We leave Odin.
Yeah, he'll be for the next party. He's joining the next party that comes in. And...
One in, one out.
Leave him behind.
What your twin brother is he's going to turn out to be later on.
We can. I think you mean we should.
Dare you, sir?
Oh, you got all posh then.
Ode,
I mean,
Ode,
you've got the same accent. Are you a long lost cousin?
Ode steps through. Oh, I say I'm sorry for stepping through. Goes back, gets his clothes. So does you.
Hey.
Does it again? Does it again?
That's
Does it
Aldred.
again? Does it again? Does it again?
Send Aldred to do it.
Does it again? Does it again? Does it
Shut your
again?
damn eyes!
Does it again?
Right. I'm making my way out of the room as he's messing around doing.
Well,
If
we've
you
got
do
some
it,
more
it's
to
gonna
explore.
stop him.
I mean, I'm quite happy just to leave this place as soon as possible.
They're becoming gold here.
Can you move your tokens, Zerelda?
I have no map at the moment.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Sure.
Oh, we've had that problem before.
Mhm.
Have you? And you've definitely updated it to its most newest fantasy.
You can find it in.
I could
Oh.
earlier. It's just gone now. Oh,
So-
I've just shared it again.
So when you share it, it turns everyone on their sides.
Oh, whoa! I got tilted.
Yeah,
Just like that game we played in Circus Eye.
He's been pushed out of plug hole.
If you hover over them and spin the mouse on you, the wheel on your mouse, it spins them.
And
Oh, this is
in
hours
this
of
week's,
fun now.
in this week's Fantasy Grounds tutorial, how to catch your players,
We've learned something.
how to distract your players when you haven't prepared a session. Oh, guys, did you know?
Try and explain what's happening.
Okay, what are you doing? So, Iggy is basically spinning around carrying a 3-foot statue of a horse with a stick in it, spiking it.
I finally opened my eyes now.
Yeah.
What do we think, like, people? Group?
Well, we've got these two doors here and then a door to the top of us. Do you want to leave straight away with the statue, or do you want to search this place for gold?
Frankincense. Myrrh.
I'd say we open any doors on our way back. I don't see the point in pushing on.
I think
As
we
I'm
search the
carrying-
entire place.
As I'm carrying this incredibly unwieldy unicorn.
You can just leave it there for now.
Listen,
Them
boys,
boglins might
I'm
be back.
happy to keep searching these rooms, but my cut is still his fifth and a quarter.
So the more gold we find, the more money you get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm after gold. All right, I'll go to this door.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
And I'll
go with him.
I will check it for trap. I
Okay.
don't trust these doors.
It is not trapped, but you hear it feels warm to the touch, and you hear a.
This door feels warm, guys.
Yeah, this was. The
I take a step
more
away from the door.
intimidating door, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was the what?
This was the more intimidating door out of the two on that side, if I recall correctly.
I will slowly open it.
I'll take a step back.
Did you not get Mage Hand, Aldred?
No.
Oh.
Sounds like a horrible disease. Did you not get mage?
It's
No,
also called
like
Wanker's
that.
Cramp.
Also known as clap.
I was thinking more Wanker's Cramp. That's got to be what Mage Hand stands for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody else is going to do it. You kind of creep it open a little
That's
bit,
the whole reason.
and you can see it's a bit strange because, in fact, yeah, Iggy's Warhammer with the light spell will just illuminate part of this as well, so you get a mixture of the colour and the black and white of dark vision. Or the grayscale dark vision, and you see that the walls look like they're lined with bricks, which is a bit different. And at the end of the room, there's a deep circular pit about 8 feet across. It's quite warm. The heat kind of comes through as soon as you open it. It's quite humid, and you smell ash. There's a faint red glow coming from the pit.
Is there any writing on the wall?
There's fire in here of some kind, guys.
Writing.
Is there any writing? I'm going to step gingerly into the room.
Okay, step gingerly in.
Is there any writing on the walls?
Not that you can see.
No, Aldred.
Did the door open into the corridor or into the room?
Into the room.
Is there anything on the back of the door?
Yeah.
We'll look on the back of the door.
It looks like the back of what I'm going to call a door.
No. Maybe.
Can you dig further over the pit? Or is that the end of the room?
I'll walk near the pit and lean over and have a look.
Oh.
Have a look down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look down and you can see what looks to be fire at the bottom, but it's like as if it's two solid chunks of fire moving around, and then a little bit more, it resolves itself into kind of like humanoids that look as if they're on fire.
I hastily walk backwards out the door and shut it.
Okay.
Good call.
You okay, Hearn?
Yeah, let's not go in there.
What was it?
Fire.
I'll come back in a few more levels.
Yeah. We'll come and farm these to level up.
I'll come back when I'm level 17 and they can't hurt me. Do we want to try the other door?
You could try.
You want to check your traps?
I'll try, Ode says.
Oh.
As I can't get to his character sheet unless I do. Can I do it like this? Can I get? I can like that. So I'm gonna make myself a perception check, but I'm gonna put it in Paul's.
Did he say that out loud?
Paul's
Like,
tower. I can't hear fuck all. These doors, they well padded.
Zerelda, do you want to aim on and open the door?
Yeah, I'll go in first. Let me!
I love the changeable accent.
Lady first.
Yes, so I'll
Okay.
take a step into the room.
Okay, so you push open the door, and you see rows of workbenches lining the room, and there's the detritus of experiments long finished. There's some scorch marks. It smells acrid, like warmed up acid, and there's beakers and there's vials and there's buckets of like slime, that kind of like gooey stuff around. You kind of step in, but the floor is littered with reagents, alchemical bits and pieces, so you're not quite sure. It's kind of like going into a teenager's bedroom. You don't really want to touch anything, you don't think?
Jesus, it's like the time
Oh,
Gilbert
it's
got into the reagent cupboard.
Oh, it's a mess in here, guys. I don't know what any of this is.
Are we still trying to find some keys? Or did we find all the coloured keys? No, there's one key, wasn't there, in the other room?
Iggy, you're trying to carry the statue, so it's very hard for you to kind of like get in there without knocking stuff over. So you can kind of go in. You'll be aware of that, but you're the proverbial 6'8" statue carrying human in a china shop.
That's cool. I still want to. I'm interested by this room now.
Okay.
Can I make some sort of check to see any dangerous thing knock over, or
I
somewhere.
have no interest in this room. Shall I take that?
I pass the statue.
She legs it down the hallway.
Okay. So where are you going, Zerelda?
I'll just head back out the room.
Okay.
Yeah, can I make
Someone
some
keep an eye on her.
investigation?
Okay,
Yeah.
so Aldred investigation check.
Cool. Do I need to roll down?
Sorry? Yeah,
Do
roll
you wanna
roll
then-
roll in investigation and perception just default to rolling in the tower.
I want to search the room as well in case there's
Yeah,
anything about.
Okay,
definitely
so you kind of so Aldred, are you stepping in?
As soon as the first space becomes available, I'll step in and just look for any sort of dangerous things before I explore
Okay,
further.
Iggy, all right, Iggy, can you make me a dex save, please?
Yep.
This
Step
is
on the tower.
exactly what I was searching for.
No, you can make saving throws normally.
Oh,
It's just where it's about revealing information and stuff is the most important thing. Why the tower is sensible. You kind of lean on what you thought was a kind of safe thing, but you hear a smash of glass underneath. Clearly, there was a bit of rug with something underneath it. And you kind of like very quickly step back, and there's a pool of acid starts bubbling underneath. Yes, there's lots of very dangerous things in here, particularly kind of the way in which you notice some of the alchemical reagents that are quite volatile and mixing together or could be mixed together. So knocking over any of the workbenches or the tables or what have you could end badly. Mostly fire or acid, and it's quite likely that one of those explosions would then trigger another explosion. It could daisy chain together. You also see that there are various mostly finished experiments where it looks like the residue has been left around, and you think that possibly there's a potion of healing kind of over in that top left corner there.
Is there anything more enticing than a potion of healing?
Anything more
Is there
enticing
any
than a potion of
books?
healing? For somebody with 13 hit points left, no.
Mm.
Not any books as such, but there are kind of scribbles and notebooks around.
Guys, I would suggest you don't wander in there. There's a lot of dangerous chemicals lying about. If you do set fire to the place, the whole room's going to go up.
So is there nothing in there?
There's things, there's notes, there's potions, but there's also acid and different reagents that can combust very easily.
So you're saying the potions aren't worth the danger?
I would suggest not. I'm interested in those notes, but not interested enough to catch fire.
Iggy could do with a potion or two.
Oh, I'm still pretty up, so I'm on that potion. I'm tempted to gingerly make my way over.
Point it out, and I can try and get over there. I'm well balanced.
This discussion
Man,
causes
potion.
Aldred to back slightly down the corridor.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the left.
To
Like,
the right. Bring it back now. One up this time.
No. It was bad enough when you started singing Eiffel 65 or whatever it was.
okay, I'm gonna go for the potion then and try and pick it up.
Okay.
Do you
I need
know?
Do I need
I'm
to get
never
a
more-
dex save or anything to balance my way over there?
Do you
Or
want to move? Do
athletics
you want
or
to move
acrobatics?
yourself by 5 foot steps?
Bear trap! Bear trap!
So yeah, you've got this really narrow gap, and there's lots of stuff spilling off the edge of that table that would push you against the against that kind of like shelving. But that looks like it's got lots of quite fragile stuff on it as well.
I'm pretty scrawny. I could
Scabrous, I think. Like, we talked about confusing
sidle my way
objectives.
through.
Yeah. Okay. Go
I
for
could
it.
sidle my way through.
Make me a dex save.
You can do this one out in the open also.
Dex save.
Yeah, you squeeze your way through.
So there.
Yeah.
Iggy, you don't want to get out of the room, because if he does explode this room, at least it's only him getting hurt.
And if I go to there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll step out and then out the room.
And where was this? And I'll try and grab the potion was on this left-hand side, wasn't it?
Yeah, the top left. So you need to make one more 5 foot.
Have you just left
Okay.
me?
So make me an investigation roll.
In the tower, or
Yes, please. Yeah. Okay. So you're looking at this, and you kind of, you've read a bit of stuff. You've been in the academy and so on, and some of the reagents you do recognise from a potion of healing, but there's an other potion. Kind of like, it looks as if it's bled into the potion of healing slightly.
I'll gingerly pick it up.
Okay, making a dex save.
Oh no!
Yeah, okay. You kind of very dexterously grab it with your less scabrous fingers.
And I'll make my way out of the room.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go back to where I came. Tell me whenever you want me to roll.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Roll.
No, you're fine getting out.
Okay.
Okay. Could you roll me a D100, please?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. How do you do 100 on here?
So if you right click the D10.
Percent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 100. It'll be a potion of giant size.
65. Okay. Okay.
I'll hand it to Iggy. There you go.
Thanks.
It's a bit off-coloured, but I'm sure it's fine.
I tried the last one. Do you want to test this one out first?
You can lick these kind of potions, can't you?
Yeah.
Just to see if they're right.
That's what I mean. So, I did the last one. That's why I'm seeing if Odes wants to do this.
100 steps back.
I'll lick it.
Okay. So you feel the energizing of a healing potion. And let me see. 2 seconds. That's what I was after. No, that's not what I was after. Man, I would have thought that would have been easier. Come on, it can't be that hard. Okay, and also you kind of you feel like you're growing really fine hairs on your hands, and you kind of feel like a little web substance kind of like start to gather at the ends of your fingers.
I'm Spider-Man. What?
Yeah, you do feel like a temptation to climb some vertical surfaces.
Well, Iggy, this is a little bit weird. I feel tempted to climb a wall, but there you go. I'm passing the thing. Nothing dangerous.
I'll neck it.
Okay, so it's a healing potion. So you gain 2d4 plus 2.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, okay. So 8, yep. Yep. And you also, it's also a potion of climbing. So you get a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for an hour. And you have advantage on athletics checks you make to climb.
You can climb out this alley.
Except for the magic barrier at the top.
Yeah.
Is there a door at the top of this corridor?
There is indeed a door at the top of the corridor.
Yep.
Since we're here, should we have a look at that as well?
Yeah, I think that's our last door.
Started from
We're still yet to travel upstairs. Wait, am I correct to say that?
Yeah.
No, we went upstairs into the room that we fought all them weird things in.
Okay.
So
But
ever
there's
since we left for lightning bit, we've been upstairs. But there is
There's,
another
there's
stairs.
two more
I
upstairs.
see
There's
the stairs now.
the
I
burnt
see.
rug and the initial stairs that we saw the first time.
Yeah, I assume they lead to the same place. And there's also the hidden door that we needed the golden key.
Oh yeah, that's the one in that room where the wine was.
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the door to have a check for traps and such like, and you don't step in because there is a mist about 10 feet below you where the floor would be, a thick blanket of smoke, and it's coming out of really big smoking pots, like big plant pots about the height of Iggy, and it's just kind of billowing out and around. You recognise room because you saw it from the iron bars at the other end.
Yeah, it was,
and there are a number of wooden discs floating in the room.
Is it open to the sky?
No, it's still got the wall of force
Oh,
above.
And you said, and the floor isn't there; it's just me.
Yeah, it's just mist. You can't see past or.
I assume we have to
through
hop
that.
between these wooden things, but
Dangling from the furthest away disc, the most westmost, by a short copper chain, is a scimitar that kind of glows silvery as if moonlight was playing off the surface of the blade.
oh,
that's pretty.
that's tempting.
Not interested.
Could you not Misty step over there and get it for?
Well, I would need to misty step back, and I'm out of. I can't.
Also, you can't misty step that far.
Can't I?
What's the
Aldred,
range of
maybe
misty
it's
step?
not. Maybe it's one. Of...
It doesn't. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
you can
it's like,
see it's in sight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 60 feet, isn't it? Isn't it?
Is
It's
it?
55 feet away.
It doesn't matter. I would need to do it twice, and I can't do it twice.
You just
So
wait there
this
and
is- this is
No, it's
a very
30 feet. The range of
good
misty step is
point.
30 feet. So yeah, that's why.
All right, okay. It doesn't matter. It's a moot point because I'd have to do it twice, even if it was.
Aldred, this room will be a trick like everything else, so because you don't desire it, it won't have an effect on you.
That's not how anything works in here, and you know.
Just close your eyes. That worked for me.
No.
I'm gonna jump to the first wooden thing.
You're going to jump.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Can you make me an athletics check, please?
Can I make you an acrobatics if I do it stylishly?
You can make me a really stylish athletics check if you want.
Is he still affected in any way from the slight licking
You've
of the
got
potion?
a roll.
You make the jump and you kind of like clearly misjudged it because you'd have thought it would have been easier, and you kind of swing. This thing isn't as solid as you thought it was. It swings and you tumble straight to the floor. You fall into the blanket of the mist, and you hit the ground with a thud, taking 3 points of damage.
Whoa, 2d6. That could almost
Right.
kill me on a bad day.
Fenn is down in the
I'm fine.
fogs. You hear him shout up. Can you roll me?
fog
Can
feel
you
bad.
roll me percentile dice as well, please?
You turn into a penguin.
That would be cool. 0,
One.
1.
Oh
No! What?
Oh
It's gonna be something
No,
bad.
no, that's good, isn't it? I
Oh
thought
my
the
God,
long
does he
save
die?
was with the better-
And could you roll me a d6, please?
He grows wings.
I've become a god.
Hold on. Right now, how do I do this?
no! That's got to be bad, right?
I don't want that many. Okay. So let's
You're-
say here.
Your intelligence score decreases by the same amount.
Oh, not again.
Okay, so you're deep in the mists, and everybody else is kind of like seeing you do that. Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Oh my god, is there something down there gonna eat?
You feel things moving kind of around you, and you're not quite sure what's going on. You look to the left, even though I just looked to the right, and the fog swirls. And you look to your other left, and the fog swirls a little bit.
But my eyes for detail. If there's anything hidden in the fog, I'll.
Okay, then you see as it resolves into humanoid shapes.
Oh shit!
You're not quite sure exactly what is going on, but I need an initiative roll.
Oh no!
You need a hand down there.
Yes.
Greed killed the goblin.
Could I have initiative
I'm
from
not
everybody,
It's a
please?
fucking goblin.
I'm gonna move. Get a rope ready. To
Right,
throw
Nikki,
down.
to give
Can,
you a
can I have
whooping for
initiative
calling
from
me a
everybody,
goblin.
please?
Yeah.
Sure.
Boom.
How do I do that? Sorry.
Okay, so if you get your
On your
character,
character sheet.
It's right in the middle of the main page.
Oh,
yeah, so if you drag the dice and chuck it into the chat box,
I can double click it.
or double click it apparently. Ode gets to roll initiative as well, doesn't he?
Wow, I'm slow.
Well, you did just tumble.
Ode and you can just double click it, can you? You say?
Oh god, these aren't specters as well, are they?
Oh no!
So Ignatius, you don't know about the stuff that's
my God,
lurking
they
in
are,
this in the billowing smoke in the darkness. So you're like, do you want a rope? Do you want to do this? What's going on? That kind of thing you were just doing.
I'll throw him a rope down.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your. So let's get the rounds down to 1, and let's just reset that. So I'm just going to move through the initiative order back to the top. Okay. Cool. Okay. So yeah, you chuck your rope down. It disappears off into the darkness. Yep. Okay. Anything else?
My action. Would that have been an action or a bonus action?
Yeah, that's basically an action because you're going to go to your backpack. You're going to get it out. You're going to throw it down.
Yeah. What can I do as bonus? No, that'll do for the minute. I'll just throw a rope down.
Yep.
Here's a rope.
Okay. Do you want to move us on to Zerelda?
Yeah.
So I'm still holding the statue. So I need to put that down.
Okay.
So I do that. Is that an action, bonus action, or can I do that for
So
free?
free action. You interact with one object. It's for free.
Okay. And sensing that there's danger and he's yelled for help, I'm just gonna head towards the door.
Yep. Okay.
And as an action, can I try and get down there to help him?
So Iggy has just pushed the rope down.
A rope. Yes.
So you could. How are you tying this off, Iggy?
I'll be holding it at the minute.
Yeah. Okay. So he's holding the rope. So you.
I could have just lifted him to get Fenn up. So that would have been my thought. I'd have easily been able to pull.
Yep. So Zerelda comes down. You see Iggy holding the rope. You can chance that he can hold you. He looks pretty strong. I mean, you've seen all of his muscles and other things that stiffen but aren't technically muscles.
Yeah, I will take the risk for my companion in danger.
Oh.
Okay. What's your strength, Iggy? It's quite high, isn't it? 14.
14.
And you're a half elf wearing chainmail, so yes, there's quite a bit of strain on it, and then you have to brace yourself. But you can lean into the corner and use the frame of the door to kind of like take some of the weight on.
I'll put a foot on the side of the door frame.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it'll take your move to kind of clamber down there, Zerelda.
Yeah.
So you'll be like there at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, was that just movement?
Well, and also action, essentially.
No. Okay. No, that's it then.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fenn, you see kind of 3 humanoid figures, not spectres. They look as if they're made of smoke, and they're kind of leering at you, chattering away to themselves in a language.
How high up is a wooden platform?
It's about 20 feet ahead of you, above you.
20 feet? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was 2d6, so it was quite far.
I'll draw my scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I will ready to attack anything that approaches. So I'll ready in action.
Okay, so anything that gets within reach of you.
Yeah. I will attack.
Okay. Move us along. So the first one kind of comes into about there. And then I want to get a shape. Which one's a shape? Pointers there. So that's a cone. And that's 15 foot. 10. Yeah, okay. So that, and then inhales the smoke around him, throws it out at and it just fills this cone in front of it. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Fenn, and a dexterity saving throw, please, Zerelda? I'm not so keen on the way in which that dice rolled over. You get covered in ash and smoke, but you kind of manage to rub your eyes of it, so you are not blinded. Okay, so the next one kind of steps forward, and it goes underneath there, and it triggers your reaction.
So what number is it? 2.
So you hit. Ow.
Ooh. Wow.
But you don't get sneak. Is there anything that triggers sneak down?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah. Okay.
No.
It screams a little, and it has a go at you back. Hitting you, it would appear, slashing into your scabrous skin quite deeply.
Also max damage.
Okay, now.
Then the next one kind of comes through, decides it's not going to go quite so close there, and it again comes in at you with its claws. Again hitting you. I should turn off that mod, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Max damage mod.
No, that's not max damage. That's not max damage. Slicing into you again. You hear Aldred? Do you hear Fenn shout out in agony?
Right. I'm gonna walk over here. What can I actually see?
Billowing smoke lit by Ignatius light, so you can see light playing on billowing smoke, and you can see perhaps swirls of movement in there, but not much more.
Yeah, but I can't make out, like, in character, I have no idea what you're about, other than...
No, they're essentially invisible to you.
They're essentially what, sorry?
They're essentially invisible to you.
Yeah, I figured.
Does a magic missile just auto hit anyway, though?
If you
Yeah,
can
but
see
you need
it.
to see the thing first. I am just gonna ready a frostbite for because I can't see anything yet, so I'm just gonna ready a frostbite for when I discern an opponent that seems to be harming Fenn, and that's all I can do.
Okay. So you're like peering in, and you can't quite make out what's on. So Ode, I don't think he's got any spells left, has he? He's got a second level spell, apparently.
Ode. I think he had some.
I don't think he had many left. I remember trying.
No,
He had one, I think.
I think he's got one second level spell left.
Surely just jump in and Thunderwave, aren't they?
He could save it to heal me.
He casts Crown of Madness on himself. No, he doesn't. I gotta say, I can't get close. Hey, what's going on here? He says, and then we go to the top of the round. Ignatius, you're holding the rope. You felt the weight of Zerelda come off it, and you can see
You
pretty.
guys climbing up.
Yeah,
Can I see Fenn?
no, you can see pretty much the same as kind of like Aldred.
I'll just. What can I do?
Remember, you can climb. You get advantage on climb checks.
I could climb in. What have I got? Is it advantage on athletics as well?
Oh, it's advantage
do
on
you
athletics for climbing.
Ah, right. So it's not. Can I see what these discs are suspended?
And they're kind of like
Or
just
are they
magically floating.
Ah, right. I will.
So you've got a climb speed equal to your walking speed. So whilst you haven't tested this, you somehow magically know from drinking the potion that you feel comfortable and confident, kind of like clambering up and down walls. Perhaps you had to try it on some of the walls there, and it's like you've got little hairs that seem to like stick on using some webby stuff that's on the end of them to the walls. So you could just kind of climb down.
I will climb down then.
Okay, so that's 20 foot of movement. And you can't land on Zerelda.
Oh.
You would,
I'll land next to her.
yeah. Okay, Zerelda, you can't move. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
going to go that way. Can I see anything now?
Yeah, you can see in the smoke, like, you know, it's quite thick. It's like really thick fog, but you can make out some of the smoke seems to be coalescing and like swinging. You can see that Fenn has scrape marks across him, and you can see that he's clearly engaged in some kind of battle with the this smoke.
I will. I think healing word's a bonus action. Isn't
Yes, I think so too.
It
Yeah, I
is.
believe so. Yeah.
So I will healing word Fenn.
Okay.
That's actually, I can never work out if it's. Do you line it up with the shadow or with the dice on the combat track?
The
I
dice,
don't know.
not-
I tend to use the
No,
map.
it's not the
actually.
shadow.
I'll drop it on him. Oh, it's highlighted him there.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
good.
nice.
And
So what do you say?
I
What do you say when you? What is your healing word?
So the hammer glows even brighter,
Okay.
and
Nothing
will
phallic
feel-
about that.
sound like a deep rumbling of almost like the resonant effect of a hammer striking an anvil.
Oh, okay, I like it.
From me, and he feels a wave of like of when you open the furnace sort of door, a blast wave over him. But before that, rather than pain, he just feels better.
Yeah, yeah. You've been healed by a dwarf.
By dwarven god.
Yeah.
I vomit slightly in my mouth.
You
Okay. Anything else, Iggy?
Show us on the touched you.
question:
And-
Does Iggy's movement mean that I can now see some creature?
You've seen the
He's taking the monster
disturbance. You've seen the disturbance in the surface. It's like they're underneath the pond, and you've seen the disturbance of the surface around. It's still not really possible to be able to spot a creature.
It'd be like watching a thundercloud from above where it just like flashes with light.
Can I then take a swing at the one?
So you've
Well,
moved. Yeah,
Bonus
absolutely.
action.
Yeah.
Moved and bonus action.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take a swing at him then.
Joe, you getting tactics from Chris? Is he actually watching the stream?
Hang on, my screen's about to turn off. 2 seconds.
Good old power save.
So if I spend my inspiration, is it?
Yeah.
I will spend my inspiration then.
Oh, well done.
Right, because I finally remembered it's there, and I will attack with advantage on the one that's next to me, number
Okay.
3.
What's going on?
Good job I did.
Mm-hmm. So
I hit at least.
Yeah, hit.
And then so.
Oh,
Fucking hell! Can I have the negative dice mod off as well?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's my leveling mod. It levels the bonus for us. Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be it for me.
Okay. So Zerelda.
Oh, I was gonna.
So you've got Fenn in front of you. You've got Iggy in front of you. You can see these kind of creatures. They're small. They're about 4 foot, but they're off the ground. And it really is like the merge quite well into the smoke, and then the smoke kind of almost coalesces and claws. But you've seen the impact that it's had on Fenn, so they're definitely a threat.
Can I move under the suspended disc?
Yeah, it's 20 feet up, so you've got loads of space.
Okay. So I'm just going to move forward 5 feet.
Yep.
And then can I attack that one right
Yep.
next to it from here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I know how to do this. Rubbish.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, you miss.
And I think that's all I'll. Mm-hmm.
I thought you had to use armor.
You cut out.
I thought you knew how to use the wall.
oh.
Is this going to get a competition with hammers?
Who's got the biggest hammer?
I'm
Mate.
stuck in between a hammer sandwich here.
You may hit, but at least when I do it, it actually counts for something.
Oh!
Them's fighting words.
Which is exactly what you're doing. Okay. Anything else, Zerelda?
No.
Okay. Yeah, just remember you've got your maneuvers as well that you can use.
My what? Sorry.
Your maneuvers. Your battlemaster.
Oh,
maneuvers.
I have to hit. I was gonna, but I
Yeah.
have to hit.
Okay, cool.
And I didn't want to use action search.
Yeah, okay, cool. Fair enough. Okay, move you. So if you see on the combat tracker, there's a button second from the left at the bottom which says next actor.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Yes, I have had to do
Yeah,
that
so
one.
whilst that's quite a grand title for Josh, given his role-playing capabilities.
At least he keeps a consistent accent.
yeah, that's true.
That's not what he sounds like in real life.
I thought it was a bit harsh. I mean, the covetousness of the Dragonborn has really been coming through recently. Okay, what are you doing?
Well, whilst Zerelda is distracting them with attacking, that means I can get a sneak attack in. So I will attack method 2.
Okay.
Do you have an inspiration you can spend?
No, it doesn't matter. Damage.
Oh! And
then sneak attack damage as well.
Sneak attack is.
Whoa!
Oh!
MVP.
That's almost max damage.
That is almost max damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a max damage mod on.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So as you kind of slash and smash into this, the smoke method kind of like the dust disperses, but then it kind of comes really back, and it's a burst of really thick cloud. So that space is really quite dense, and it slowly starts to dissipate out, and smouldering ash just starts to drop to the floor. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so it's smoke method. Oh, don't want to do that. What I'm trying to do is... Oh, come on. Okay, I'll just roll a d6 then. Okay. So it moves next to you and takes a go at you, Fenn. Ow, hitting.
Oh!
And
I've a crap power pass.
slices into you again.
Who's that Dex?
I will next round. Next level.
That's its action. That guy is dead. This one is going to take a go. In fact, what it does is it... let's clear that. The point is, it is going to... Now, how do I control click to target? Hold on, I'm just trying to...
Is it going to breathe on us all?
Iggy, and yeah, it's going to be on your... I don't know what I just did then. I didn't mean to actually roll that save. I think I wanted to.
You made it save itself.
Yeah. Who knows how that works? So could you make me dexterity saves anyway, guys?
Oh! Oh! What?
How unfortunate. So,
What was the chance of that?
Zerelda, you are blinded. And Ignatius, you are also blinded. Kind of this really dense, thick smoke clogging up your eyes, getting in the way. You, Aldred, can see the swirl of movement around you, but you can't really make out anything than that. Ode is saying, "Come on, let's get down there."
I can't descend safely, can I?
Just jump.
If it
Jump, I'll catch you.
if it's
Says the blinded Iggy.
It's only 5 feet.
I can't. I can't remember if is this a rule. See, and now I'm getting confused with 3.5 edition because I was reading. See, when it's an intentional fall, do you shave off a d6?
No, you're taking 2d6.
No.
Right, yeah, that must be.
Do you not roll athletics to see if you land?
So that's like a tumble stuff, but that doesn't
Land on top of Ode.
You're taking 2d6 damage if you drop 20 feet.
Right. That could potentially almost kill me, so that's not happening.
2d6 is 12.
Like
That'd leave you a 2.
3.
I've got no
Still.
You can start jumping your way across, and you can go get the skimmer out for us.
Oh yeah, my negative.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
You could misty step down to us.
Dude, that's
No,
a
you
level
can't see.
2 spell.
You can't see.
Well, you can misty step to above the smoke and then just drop the less distance.
Look, there's a perfectly legitimate way I can get. It'll cost a level 1 spell. Do I feel like jumping? No, the rope's gone with Ignatius. Ignatius was the tether to that rope.
Do you have your own rope?
Yes, but
You can tie it to the unicorn.
Right, guys, this isn't a conversation that you're able to have. So yeah,
exactly.
what
We're not
are you
there.
doing?
So there was 2 things going through my head before this whole thing kicked off. Do I feel like jumping on that platform would get me into such an angle I could see something?
No, you don't think so. It's like swirling fog that's on a flat plane, so it's not like it's hidden behind a corner or anything like that. You're not going to get a better angle attack.
Right. Well, let's go, Ode. And I just I casually walk off the edge and cast Featherfall on me.
Okay.
So that is a spell slot which I'm not happy with spending.
You slowly descend down into the mists, and kind of when you're down there, you can see the shapes. You can see Zerelda. She's clearly kind of like holding a shield to kind of against where she thinks the enemy is, and kind of like trying to rub her eyes out. Ignatius is kind of doing similar, but he's stumbling a little bit. Fenn is fighting off what you recognise to be smoke mephits.
I would definitely attack the one in front of Ignatius, because that's probably the one I can see.
You can see the two of them, so you can't see smoke mephit 2's. That one's dead, by the way. So Featherfall, is that a bonus action?
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction. Okay.
It's a reaction to falling.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it means I can't cast a proper big boy spell now. So it's just going to be frostbite, which is going to be a con save on smoke method. Oh god, where's the combat track? There we go. Failure.
So it fails. It doesn't feel so bad about that.
Upside, guys. No, upside about this, guys, though. So it's cool damage, whatever that means for a smoke method. But he actually has disadvantage on his first attack.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
First
Okay,
melee
anything
attack.
else?
I think no, that's it.
Okay, cool. Move us on to the next actor, which is Ode, but that's played by me.
He swan dives into the ground next.
He is going to make a jump for that there. So if it doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger. That's what athletics.
Look at the size of that hat. Surely that acts as some sort of like para.
He makes it.
You'll not hear the end of this one.
Yeah.
Okay, Ignatius, you're blinded until the end of the smoke mephit's turn.
What's that then? Is that class as disadvantage then?
Yeah, so you got disadvantage. So what you're doing, I guess, is essentially
I'm gonna
the case.
swing at it again.
Yep.
No, it's
Okay,
just-
so you swing at it with
next.
disadvantage.
Yeah, we'll click this on.
Oh,
Oh,
unfortunate,
right
but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have been a crit.
I can't damage for shit at the minute.
Yeah.
If only Zerelda could see, should have been able to have some
Zerelda would have been
deep
Pretty
bomb.
impressed by your hammer.
Anything else?
No, I'm out of all spells and everything now. So yeah,
Yeah.
we done.
Okay. Cool. Let's move us on to Joe, to Zerelda.
We can't hear you, Joe.
Now you can. Just must have looked like I was just flailing arms for a while. Okay. What are the movement rules when I'm blind?
You can stumble around a bit if you want. It'd be, or what are you intending to do?
I just want to try and move to where the where Smoke Method 2 was.
Oh, okay. So you can feel kind of like where Fenn is, and you've been a warrior, so you kind of train for some of this. So I'll allow that to kind of happen. So you can move yourself to what? Yeah, to there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So
the remains of smoke method.
So the close proximity of Fenn and the ability to hear the sounds and his breathing and such like, that's fine. Yep. Okay.
And then can I try and hit the Smoke Method just to my
Yeah. So you swing with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. It'll do that automatically. automatically right.
There's a disc button
possibly.
at the bottom by your
Oh,
modifier.
try it. Anyway,
Yeah,
you've got the effect blinded, so it probably will do. Let's just find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is the answer to that question.
Cool.
And you smack it.
Oh.
Fenn has to duck a little bit from the way the one comes. Oh, and you hit it. Fenn, you know
Plus
who.
5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Nice.
know who hit the most of the blinded companions, Fenn, and it's up to you. You have the gift here to resolve this.
Remember which of us can heal you in future.
You remember which of us has done the most damage so far? That'd be moi.
But,
You've
and,
come down here to rescue me, and I'm at rescuing the two.
and Joe, whilst I
Dead
do
if I...
love looking at the daffodils, you're leaning out of the frame.
Oh, sorry.
I just, Oh.
Nope.
Okay. And then Fenn. Okay.
I will attack that same one.
Yep.
It's right in front.
Oh, that's a good hit. You get a good hit in it. You kind of like stab at it with your cutlass/scimitar.
It's cutlass, isn't it? Yeah. Going in. Ooh. I'm rolling good damage here.
Yeah. That is one goes down. It's a shame that basically nobody saw that.
I know who the real hero is, Fenn.
Yeah.
Aldred
Okay.
can see.
And so
You
that
can't
one
see from
is
there.
down. That one is
He's
down.
right. Fenn's right next to the light source.
Yeah.
And so this one's rolling with disadvantage. It's going to
Yeah.
try. So I don't know how to use the recharge effect. I wonder if I do that. No, that just drags the frame. Oh, okay. No, it didn't recharge. Okay. Anyway, okay, so it is going to make an attack at you, Fenn, because that's what it's been doing. Nah.
Ah!
It's kind of like it moves in this really quite Apraxian kind of speed. And just kind of like loses interest halfway through the attack, frankly. Aldred.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Combat tracker, where'd you go?
Got an eye, Joe.
Oh.
It's saved.
Yeah, it
Nothing
ducks
happens.
out of the way of that one. Takes it on the chin, so to speak. Ode is going to make another jump, I reckon. So he's making an athletics roll. Oh.
That's
He
very
comes
funny.
thudding
The slave
down.
dancer-
No,
and
no, he
lands-
doesn't. He doesn't. He's still fine. He's still fine because the spell's active for 1 minute and it's not a concentration.
Oh, so you cast
Featherfall.
Featherfall on him?
I cast it before I jump down and it's active for a minute without concentration. So,
So
he's
who
still
do you
got
cast it
active
on? Who do you cast it on?
I cast it on me and Ode.
Oh, okay, sorry, I just thought it was Self. He floats down. Okay.
He
cool.
tried to make it look like he did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, clearly. He lands with a flourish.
Actually, do you know what? Depends on how you interpret it. It says choose 5 falling creatures.
Oh, in that case, you wouldn't be able to pre-cast. Okay, fine. He was jumping over to that platform anyway, so that's cool. That's fine. So I want to remove the blinded effect from you. That's that. No, that's that target. So it's this, isn't it? Yes, it is. I want to
That's you're not blinded.
Yeah,
No,
because
it's Zerelda.
it was the end of the turn. Okay, cool. So Ignatius,
Swinging again.
you can see again. You've covered all this ash out of your eyes. There is one of these creatures bang square in front of you.
I clearly still can't see.
Yeah. You
You're
pretend.
embarrassing
Oh,
yourself.
You
tables of
pretend you
turn.
can't see. Anything else, Iggy?
No, I can't do anything else. So
Yeah,
move it
okay,
on.
Zerelda.
So I'm gonna move.
Yeah, you step into the space next to Fenn.
Yeah, although I can't move myself for some reason.
Oh, that might be because hold on, I don't know. I think I have to give you permission, but I can't remember how to.
Oh, there we go.
Visibility. I've moved you. Smoke with it. Hold on. Do I give you?
Oh, I think it's because when I hover over myself, it's saying the smoke method. So maybe it's just putting that first.
Yeah, try it now.
All right, yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, and I can see again now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will.
You've got an inspiration as well, by the way. You have to.
Do I have to?
You have to
I have
pre-declare
to
inspiration.
declare it. Okay. Yes, I will. I will do that. Just to show off to Ignatius, of course.
So now
I still clearly can't see.
you can
But
see
carry
that now. You can
How
pretend you can't see.
Roll a crit. Roll a crit.
How do
Yeah.
I use the inspiration?
Click advantage. I think.
Yeah, just click on the advantage and then delete the inspiration from you.
You smash into the method, wielding your warhammer with a precision often not found outside of dwarven communities, and smash into the smoke method.
It's consistent. That's what it is.
Fenn for the kill steal. Go,
So
go.
Action
go.
Fighters
surge.
are consistent.
Action surge.
Yeah. So oh, yes, I will use action surge.
Take an inspiration for doing that just to show up again.
No,
And I'll use my inspiration.
Take an inspiration for well usage of inspiration.
Wow, 219, sir.
And let's smack this thing again. We're
Yes,
getting
you wade
better.
into this. The warhammer twists and turns in your hand. It's an extension of your arm. You look at Ignatius. He pretends not to see. You go over and brush his eyes, and come back to the smoke method and whack it again. It coalesces into this dust, and ash spills onto the floor. Okay.
This has just occurred to me. How do we get back up to those platforms?
I can climb.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I didn't say that I was going to throw the rope. Else.
Well, what did you think of that?
I turn around, climb back up the wall, shut the door behind me, pick up the unicorn, and head for the exit.
Fair enough.
Are you actually?
I'm going to climb up. If we're out of combat now, I'm going to climb up and close the door.
Is it an assault?
And
None of you guys, you can kind of hear a click. You clearly can't see because of all the smoke that stops you from being able to see what's happening up there. Ignatius then realizes that the only person in on the joke is himself.
In which case, I'll open the door and throw a rope down.
Okay. A
Aldred
rope
will-
smacks you on the head, Aldred.
That's fine. Nobody.
It's got the Celestine unicorn attached to it. You take 14 points of damage, bludgeoning,
Are we going to try and get this?
and then 12 points of piercing damage.
damage.
Okay.
If you think you can make it.
Feel free to try and get it. But,
Is everybody kind of clambers back up the rope as well?
If you've got the statue, I'll have a go.
Oh, yeah, you're very athletic. You must be at least +5.
I'll climb up the rope.
Nobody's sure what this numbering system that Aldred's using that makes Zerelda
He's running
+5.
internal top trouble.
Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, making a card game with us. Just hold on, guys.
So I'm just gonna have a look at that shiny thing over there. I reckon I can make that.
Okay, so let's have an athletics check.
So,
Oh.
18.
one. Is that?
Yeah, so you make it across. Can you move your token? Yeah, cool, good. Okay.
So again,
Yeah. Ooh, make it just. This swings and you kind of like stagger a little bit. And you're like, ooh, okay. Few deep breaths.
Try staying lower.
Try jumping better.
I was just keeping you on your toes.
Is that an assist? Oh god! I was gonna ask if that was an assist, but no.
What, the advice that you're offering? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well,
I'll,
if you stay lower on a moving platform, you need to
yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll give you advantage on that roll. So roll another d20. Roll another check for me.
Okay.
Was it a flat +2? Is it with a?
Ah!
Is it a flat
Horrible.
+2? Is Aided another flat +2?
I thought Ada was a +2. Yeah.
Okay, if it's a +2, you make it. So you make it across.
Oh.
Okay. Inspired by the words of Aldred, who you now know what you want to do, so there's no more aiding another in this way.
No.
continue to stay low.
Lower.
It's a shame there's no change you can grab onto.
Oh yeah, you easily swing across that. This keeping it low lock is exactly
Hop two.
the way to do it.
Perfect, like that. Keep it up.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely. Oh yeah, you do that one rabbit style.
We're all cheering now.
You can do it.
I'm just mumbling forward.
Oh yes. My God, this is the power of friendship.
I'm really
You vomit
regretting
at that
actually
comment from
talking
O.
about
Take a -2 on the next roll.
Everyone just
Ready?
glances at Aldred like, what did you just say?
Yeah. There's a rather
Saving throw
awkward,
for that.
uncomfortable silence at the other end as you got the last one.
I just yell back, "Wish me luck, boys!"
As you say that and jump slightly more confident than perhaps you should have been, you thud to the ground, taking 10
Right.
points of damage.
Oh.
There's an ankle swollen in that somewhere.
Again.
Yeah.
I am okay. Okay, we'll just leave it at that then.
Is there anything else down there while you're in there? Have a look around.
Yeah, can I see anything? I mean, I'm closer to
Perception
this.
roll into the tower, please.
I don't. Right, so you've been talking about this tower.
Okay,
all
so
night.
there is.
It looks like it's part of the background.
It looks like a
Yeah, it
castle.
does look like it's part of the background. Dragons.
On the bottom right, it's a dragon around the tower. I drag it to the left-hand side instead.
on the bottom.
Right. It'll probably be behind your character. Near where it says
It'll be behind the map as well. It'll be behind everything.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Then I
And
think.
if you right click it, you can unlock it. But
Oh, I see. I've got it.
So I've just realised, are these platforms visible if you're down in the spot?
Yeah, the bottom of them is visible because I'll allow that.
Right.
You don't really see much else. There's these big, sorry, Aldred. Zerelda, you don't see much else. There's these big pots that are giving out kind of like smoke, but they're really substantial, really kind of like thick pottery, kind of really heavy to move. Okay, sorry, Aldred.
Right, okay.
Is it a good idea to break those in frustration? I was going to say, is the weapon within arm's reach of the last platform, or is it?
It's on a chain. So you could reach down and grab it from if you were laid on the last platform.
So you can't.
So
Oh,
could I? So, maybe I could have suggested this sooner. Could I misty step up to the last, like
No,
walk
too far.
along the? Huh?
Oh, sorry, what? Yeah,
Walk along the
I
floor.
see. You want to walk on the floor,
and
Misty
then
step
just-
up.
Misty step
Yeah,
on top
yeah,
of the
you
last
could do
platform
that.
and just grab this.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, let's do that then. and it's the sword's within an arm's reach.
Well, well, you can grab the chain and pull it up. So the sword is attached to a chain, which is attached to the bottom of the platform. So you reach under and you just pull it up.
Okay, you guys owe me a favor for this, and I teleport out.
Ode says, why did you not do that sooner? Is this some kind of noble thing where you've got to let the proletariat put the work in so that you can control the means of production? Or some such thing?
That's quite complex.
That's exactly how it is.
I heard a song by Three Strings.
Zerelda, you might want to catch him when he falls down.
Can I search for... Oh, yes. I've got to get back down.
Do I even know that he's done this?
He'll have walked past
I'm assuming I walked past you, yeah.
Okay, well, am I catching you there?
Thank you, Zerelda. Yeah, I guess you are. I'm going to search for traps on this suspicious chain.
Okay, make me a perception. No, investigation roll. Investigation roll. Into Tower Lock. There are no traps on that chain. Read my lips. There are no traps.
Is that a trap?
The chain is a mirror.
I'm going to very gingerly reach for the sword.
Gingerly. Okay, could you just show me how gingerly you're going to be?
I'm literally going to place like a finger to it before I grasp it in case it like.
Is it your index
some
finger?
sort of,
Is your index finger used in somatic components?
Which finger are you least
I mean,
wanting to lose?
technically not, because you can cast.
You grab the sword, it's fine.
Right, cool.
The sword is giving out kind of silver light. Oh, that's a good point because you wouldn't be able to see.
Okay, Zerelda, I can't exactly see you. Where?
Can I see him?
I think you can see me.
You can see the shape of the outline of the platform.
No, she'll see the glowy sword in my outline. Won't she?
Not through the. Yeah, you see the outline of it. It's very imprecise. It's very imprecise.
Don't impale her as you fall.
Okay, I will make an attempt to catch him as he falls. Just jump down, and I'll do my best.
Okay, let's do a tag team grapple attack on each other.
Okay, so you fall, Aldred. Okay, so make acrobatics. I think it probably athletics or acrobatics check. I don't care which. Zerelda.
Yeah, I'm better.
Okay, I'll do athletics.
Okay, that's pretty good then. Yeah. So you drop 20 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that you're only going to take a little bit of damage. Okay.
A little bit of damage.
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine.
You did effectively fall and hit an armoured figure, so yeah.
Yeah, and she's trying to grab you and stuff. So
I remember the description.
You clock your chin on the corner of a hammer.
He's out. He's lost the.
Yeah, out for the count.
On the list of things I expected to happen today, this was definitely not one of them. And I look awkwardly into her eyes as I say that.
Into her eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, how often are you caught by a muscular woman in a very feminine position?
That has seen you naked not more than half an hour ago.
Ah, exactly. Lots of strange things have happened today.
Right, let's get this statue out of here then.
Yes, let's make our way up. Who wants this sword?
If we spend 10 minutes, let's find out what it does.
Well, let's do that after we get out of this place. I don't want to spend another second in here if we.
Because then that might determine who wants it.
Yeah.
So it's a cutlass. I've been describing it as a scimitar, but it's like a cutlass scimitar. It's of a similar kind as Fenn has.
I'll
Fenn's,
happily take it.
Fenn's already got one. He obviously doesn't want another one that looks.
You can
I've
do with
damaged
them,
this
though, it
one,
looks
attacking
sick.
everything for you guys.
I'm pretty sure you can do it with them, right? They're both.
Not if I want a sneak attack.
And he does with double sixes.
I don't mean to do that. I keep forgetting that doesn't scroll the thing.
Yeah, they're light weapons.
Odva sprints away.
Is Ode trying for the room full of gold?
Yeah. So what's the plan? What are we doing now, boss? Now that you've helped us coming us out.
Let's get out of
I forgot he keeps calling you boss.
I'm effectively tapped, so I'm
Yeah,
quite
for some
happy to
reason.
leave at this
It's
point.
quite. It's I'm getting a
Yeah.
bit tired. I'm getting a bit peckish. I could do with a kebab.
Ooh, I could do it.
No, we're
Nice bit of roasted
we're
rat.
not
Go
going
down
back to
well.
that Ann Keg kebab place.
Oh yeah, a bit
Gilbert,
of
so
roasted kebab and cake. I gotta say the flesh tastes some pretty good.
Y'all seem awfully familiar with this place.
We trekked our way through it.
He's one of the head honchos, though you wouldn't guess that based upon his bed linen being so threadbare. Oh, by the way, Zerelda, do you want to give me a hand lifting this here carpet? I can make a min on it down at the old flat.
Covered in blood.
It's covered in
Some sort of weird like.
It's what about you grab one hand, you put the unicorn on one of these here sofas and we'll drag it out.
I'll help carry it. We can use it to decorate the.
I
we
open
could-
the door and say, "Statue, I've got a riddle for you."
Oh well, I say.
Oi.
Oh great.
Does he just go riddle me this and puts him with me and then what?
What has 3 entrances and 1 exit?
Well, that's not the right riddle.
Wrong answer. It was your mother, and I close the door. And...
What?
Okay, and that's how the Waterdeep nobility deal with magical statues. It would appear.
Yeah.
Ode is the character I'm controlling.
He's a very one-string banjo, isn't he?
He gets a bit of a Kenny burst on and races ahead to be first. Oh, I don't, what am I actually
Spinning
doing
around
here? Oh no, you don't. Oh yeah, baby. And then you jump through the to the kind of wall of force. Who's carrying the statue?
Me.
Okay.
Statue teleports again, and the guy.
Shrink. Yeah. No.
And we're like, Paul, really? I thought you wanted us.
Dungeon makes sense. And you have to start from the start.
As soon as you leave through the wall of force,
Oh no.
you hear a voice in your head. I heard them call you Ignatius.
Oh
I'm
no!
trying-
Did you write a fake name?
Yes, I think back.
I'm Primara. I'm an actual horse with a spike. A unicorn. I've been called that so long I've forgotten. I was transformed many years ago by an evil enchanter into this form. Please free me. Please, I'll do whatever favor the lady Maleki, the lady of the forest, she will reward you. I don't want to go back to Mert's collection. He puts me next to a Pegasus, and well, I just can't stand those winged creatures. I don't want to have to look at it all day. And sometimes he moves me into his bedroom, and well, I can't close my fucking eyes. Don't make me go back there, Ignatius. Don't.
Guys, the horse is talking to me.
I'm not a horse. I'm a
What?
unicorn. I have rights too.
What did it say?
It doesn't want to go back to Mert.
No, I
Apparently the-
don't want to go back to
pervert.
Mert.
We're taking it to the Blackstaff. I'm sure they can help.
Yeah, do you want to go to the Blackstaff?
No, I want to become a unicorn again so I can run through the forest.
This is a trick. Iggy, it'll be a trick of this place again.
Lady Maleki can reward you.
The Lady Maleki? Anyone ever heard of
She's the goddess of rangers in the forest. And unicorns, as it happens.
How do we know this isn't the Blue Alley tricking us?
I wouldn't know that.
I'll tell you what. The Blackstaffs will know what's up. Let's head there.
Yeah, I 250 gold in the hand is better than a vague promise in the book.
and a unicorn.
Yeah.
Ignatius, look, call me Primara. I'm a unicorn.
The horse is called Primara, apparently.
Primara. Just
Yeah.
slap it across the face like, shut up!
Then Primara will be very happy to meet the Blackstaffs, I'm sure.
Either way, let's get out. Before we go, can I have a look in the book?
Mm-hmm.
What was Ode's name? What name did he write down to get in?
He wrote Ode, brackets, got you, exclamation
Oh,
mark,
did he?
close brackets.
Crossed out then?
I thought
Sorry?
Or are we,
What?
are our names crossed out?
Oh, no.
No, we're not dead.
Can we walk back through?
Zerelda's name's in it.
Yep. Oh, you have to write your name down again.
Wow.
Alright, cool.
Zerelda's name is just kind of like above yours.
Hmm.
Along with Link and Gammon and One Up Power Mushroom. Nobody's quite sure if that's even the right world. Cooper
Let's
and
go see the
Trooper.
Blacks.
Okay, right. Right, it's 10 to 11, so I'm gonna just take a couple of minute break, and then we'll come back, do some RP, and then close the session. So what? 2 minutes, guys. If anybody wants to take a quick little break.
Cool.
Man, oh man.
Do you think
We
we'll
made
level
it
up? Do you think we'll level up? We must do. It's been like 4 or 5.
I don't think we're going to level up. Did we get experience for the last session, actually?
He said he was
Wait,
going to
wait,
add it on. I've
We
not
haven't
actually
had
looked.
experience in some
Yeah, so we need experience for the last session.
3
do we?
sessions we need experience for.
Demand it.
Demand level up. Because then I can boost my armor class by 2.
Well, I had a chat with him about whether I need to fuck around with somatic components with a shield. So that's good. So that means I can put my stats rather than getting a...
Components are faff.
Well,
I don't
because I put it to him like we were discussing the other day, whether it's kind of worth it or not. And he was like, basically, it's been 1,000 years since like it's come around, so why would you bother? I would not forget it. So that's quite good from my stance because I could do with some more gear.
Do you know I've yet to activate my wizard feat? My specialist wizard feat.
What's that? What's the
Transitions
feature?
back.
Whenever I do a protection, no, what's it called? Abjuration
Abjuration.
spell. I get temporary hit points that are like a magical.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, magical ward, essentially, isn't it? Okay, congratulations, all. It's early, what time would it be? It'd be about 1 or 2 a.m.
Yeah,
in
it would be the time for
Waterdeep.
kebab if we were so inclined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get some toasted rat kebab.
Let me do that.
Turn the light off on my hammer so as not to draw so much attention.
Well,
Wandering
Wardy's
around
lighted.
fully armored with a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, you are. I can't even remember where the Blue Alley is. It's. Let me just rearrange my screen so I can get this back.
I'll say after a kip, we go back there tomorrow and finish.
I don't really want to go back there again.
Well,
Everything will have respawned overnight.
You should do that in
even
your
more
downtime.
XP then.
You should
Yeah.
do
We
that
just
in your
farm it.
downtime. Take an adventuring in the Ignatius.
Yeah.
Just give me a couple of seconds to get myself reorganized. It's in the Sea Ward. Ivory Street in the Sea Ward.
Oh, that's a rougher ward.
Oh, the
Or
Sea
maybe
Ward's
I'll
like,
leave my hammer.
no, the Sea Ward's the Noble Ward.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Oh,
around
it's
the
a
corner
lot.
from the Eltorchul Villa, actually, I would imagine.
Uh.
So let me do this. So I want to get that, and I.
So it is actually really close to the kebab place as well.
No, that place is City of the Dead, Trades Ward style.
Is the kebab place what we're going to call the brothel?
No. Also, it's not a brothel yet.
It's totally a brothel.
I thought you were going to call it a massage parlor, like in air quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful. So I just reshared the Waterdeep kind of like map for you guys. So this is on Ivory Street. I really just want to like Google Maps. Waterdeep, so I can find where Ivory Street is. Ivory Street. Okay,
It's the
right.
Dark
So
Villa. Where the?
Oh, the Eltorchul Villa, isn't that?
it's not that far at all.
Yeah.
So I will sync you.
That
So,
Blade Villa?
okay. So you shook out into the crisp night of the Sea Ward. It is spring, as I recall, in 1491. They're reckoning. Diego's mum is still alive.
Yeah.
Oh God! Is this going to be our new like time set before the Battle of Death of
Yeah.
Dark?
Yeah.
You see a woman come out of the Darkblade estate, and she gets run over by a masked person on a horse. No, you don't see any of that crap. Yet anyway. So, Joe, how much do you know about Waterdeep?
Not
Okay, so massive cosmopolitan city. Population hovers around a couple of 100,000. It's about 5 miles long, about a mile wide. So there's varying degrees of density. The real south of the city, there is a deep water harbour, and the docks gather around that, and that's the traditional port area. And then along the west side of it, which shelters it from the weather coming off the sea, there's Mount Waterdeep, which is kind of like it's just a kind of peak that goes up and then comes back down again. Like Cat Bells near Derwentwater, if you know that. So it's like a ridge that goes up and goes down. Yeah, I thought that you'd know that. So if you imagine that, and you have the southern ward in the southeast corner, which is kind of where the trade caravans come in. Then you have Trades Ward, which is the middle class professional area. You have Castle Ward around the Castle Waterdeep. Then you have North Ward and Sea Ward, which is the kind of where the money lives primarily. Sea Ward is much old money than North Ward. Then you've got Field Ward, which is the roughest of the rough, which is relatively new. And if you think of it as kind of Tudor style architecture predominantly, but with an early Victorian feel to it, and Enlightenment dress. That's kind of like by and large where we're at. So you spill out into Ivory Street. It's quiet. It's cool. The clouds obscuring the stars and the moon, but it's still light enough, and it's well lit. You've got the torches and continual light around, and from where you are, you can see the blue glow of the Temple of Mistra on the corner where the Street of the Singing Dolphin is, and you can hear hubbub coming from Mistra's Mahong parlour, where you think your brother is quite likely whiling away the nights, spending the Eltorchul family fortune playing mahjong.
Disapprove.
Cut him off.
what are you doing? You know, if you walk along Ivy Street, down Diamond Street, and along Vondel Street, you will be back into your nice warm bed in your villa.
I say we go offload this.
Yeah, can we go to the... Will we be able to get into Blackstaff?
You have no
We
idea.
turn up with a magical unicorn.
You might want to go in the morning, so we might want to go somewhere.
You're also very tired and weary.
We either go back to the Eltorchul villa, or we go back to our... Where is our house
We're
located?
not going to Troll Skull.
We haven't even been inside Troll School yet.
Yeah. You've been to visit it. It is in Trades Ward, and it is a fair trek, I guess.
Should we go back to Eltorchul?
Yeah. Well.
Boys, what are we doing now?
We're going
We're
back
off
to
back to his villa.
We're going back to my estate.
Y'all have somewhere to stay?
Yeah.
No, not really, but I'll just tag along with these
I mean,
guys.
it's a college, so there's going to better be beds.
Oh, there's lots of spare beds. That's
Well-
part of the problem.
Yeah.
I
You would
want to
prefer
make
they were
sure
full of
that
students.
I want to make sure you boys don't do me out of my share, so I am staying with you tonight.
Well, come with us. You went
That's
perfectly well.
absolutely.
Promises.
You're one of us now.
Oh,
You could tell by the way that you're like on the same screen in like the same Discord chat.
You'll be in an intro scene and everything.
We need someone who's
Need to
good with a
rewrite that.
hammer.
Oh! No healing for Fenn.
No,
There's nothing more passive aggressive than withholding healing.
no, I just won't prep any healing spells.
I mean, I haven't defended you.
You are having this
Killed
discussion as you hang down into Diamond Street and then into Vondel Street, and you kind of ring there, and your night warden city limits kind of comes out. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'm sure I'll find it. Eltorchul Villa. Clearly not. And you're sharing, and you kind of feel the sweet embrace of a warm bed with minimal lice in it for Aldred, and increasingly large amounts of lice in it for the rest of the guys, until such time as it gets to Fenn, where he just considers it to be a midnight snack, actually. And it's good of Aldred to mean I don't have to go to raid the kitchen this time.
Before bed, I'll spend 10 minutes to identify.
Oh yeah, the sword.
Okay, it is a moon-touched sword, so it emits moonlight, which is like bright light to 15-foot dim light after that.
Does it always emit it?
I think you can command it
Good luck,
to...
listening.
You can command it to dim its light if you want.
And it doesn't have a +1 or any other effects other than...
Nope.
So it's a moonlit what?
Moon-touched cutlass.
Okay. Are you going to give that to me then in the morning then?
It'll only take me 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
Done it that night, and then when we got back, I'd have just sat down and run my hammer over it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not crafted by the dwarves, but you kind of know the archetype of the weapon that it is, and favoured by Priest of Saloon, the goddess of the moon. Possibly, you think that there was spate. You recall there was a spate of moon-touched scimitars created when a certain drow ranger became famous through the realms. So it's possibly it's like a fan sword.
It's like a knockoff.
No.
Is it effectively like some replica lightsaber?
Yeah, basically, it's like a Lord of the Rings replica of Glamdring from kind of like Peter Jackson's film style. You can get it on eBay.
What's that company called?
Weyer, is it Weyer Industries?
I'll have to look it up after.
The unicorn's still bitching.
Yeah. The unicorn is keeping Ignatius awake primarily.
Oh no, I'll put it in a different room.
It's
Does that
talking
have a
to you
psychic connection?
telepathically. Yeah. And it's like, look, Ignatius, this is the sound a horse makes. This is the sound a unicorn makes. Let me fucking free you, bastard! This is the sound that Pegasus makes. This is the sound that Mert makes. This is the face he pulls.
That's all very well
Telepathically
described.
showing me images, or is it like really, really just detailed description?
It's a really, really detailed description of Mert's cum face. And it does that for like 5 hours without break.
There's probably a point at which I'd make my way down where I've left it and threaten to smash it to bits with my warhammer.
It calms itself down.
I threaten to.
It's see how effective you are with that one.
Well, I was going to say, I threaten to get Zerelda to smash it to bits with her warhammer.
Yeah.
I think Zerelda was a knight of Silverymoon. She would rescue me, but I did not forge the connection with her.
Shit happens.
I'll take neutral.
Moradin is will look upon this deed with favour if you were to release me. I will speak to the LaRue and LaRue will do something. Please just let me go.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lie.
No, I'm pretty sure the Blackstaff will be able to help you and make a decision on this for you.
I don't.
Force Great sounds more appealing than some ranger bullshit.
Okay. The morning comes. You have toast with marmalade on.
Oh, nice.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I've had that in years.
I don't have any marmalade.
We compliment Aldred on his marmalade.
I'm not sure where that came from. That's probably Gilbert.
Y'all not have bacon round here?
Captain Bacon.
Do I have goat?
Yeah. Captain Bacon's hands branded bacon.
Are we not a purely vegan adventure?
No.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's been nice being with y'all.
we all just waste away from lack of nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
and then you
not common
head
on
through.
veganism at all.
We'll head to
Head
the
through the
Blackstaff.
city to Blackstaff Tower.
We're going to take a carriage so that
I was
the
gonna say,
unicorn's
yeah.
more discreet this time around.
Okay, so you take one of the Eltorchul carriages?
That's the one.
Okay, so the Eltorchul carriages, there's 4 of them, but 3 are currently needed repair. One of them's not taxed, one's not got MOT, and nobody's quite sure if the insurance covers the third. So there's only one.
Well, we can get really cozy.
one particular carriage.
How badly damaged is it? Can I fix the carriage with?
Not at the moment, but maybe you make a mental note to kind of head back and to see if you can kind of get that carriage through its MOT. You head out of the Eltorchul Manor, out onto Saul Street, and then you head kind of down through Saul Street, and down to the main. In fact, what it plays. Let me just share this with you.
Yeah. Big.
So you guys are kind of like in the. Okay, that is a bit better. Head down the main drag, Saul Street, and then you kind of hang a left, just by the God Catcher, which is one of the kind of big statues that's out there, round past the market. Ode is selling carpet. Somehow he must have nipped back in the night and grabbed that carpet. You can see him selling it. He's got somebody particularly interested in it. He said, "No, it's not my blood. It's the blood of my enemies that I slain." I can give you a song about that if you like, and then you head down to Blackstaff Tower, which is in front of the palace, I think, if memory serves me correctly. And you approach the city guard. Approach you. You make known who you are, and you are shown through the wards and into the same antechamber as there was present before. About an hour passes where you kind of sit clearly in silence. And then
except for a unicorn chattering in my...
yeah, it's just like, look, and then Vajra Blackstaff comes out. She's slightly confused by the presence of Zerelda. She shrugs. Says, a knight in silver is never to be shunned.
Yeah.
Greetings, lady. Shady Zerelda nods. Lord Eltorchul.
My lady.
Fenn and Ignatius. Where's the other half elf? The one who tried to hide the fact he was a harper and made it very clear.
He's flogging a carpet somewhere on a street corner.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh. Oh. I see.
Selling carpet. Does that mean a hook? Selling carpet.
He's pawning rug out in the streets of Waterdeep. Okay, fair enough. She says, "I understand. I understand what you mean." You recovered the Celestine unicorn.
Yeah, the thing's been chattering in my head for...
Chattering?
No. Yeah. Apparently it's a real unicorn. And if we take it back to someone in the forest, get blessed. Yeah, Primara the unicorn.
Thank you for returning here.
When I get to you, is it going to stop talking to me?
She reaches out and puts her hand on the unicorn, strokes the horn, and
suggestively.
Very seductive.
And the voice
kisses
assumes
the tip.
In time, Primara, in time, it will take a little bit of effort to return you back to your form, but I commit to doing that. And the voice moves away.
I told you, unicorn. I told you.
She pulls out of a bag of holding 250 gold pieces, plants that down there.
Mm.
So, which of you are interested in Force Grey? You've proven yourselves.
Yeah, Aldred stands to attention.
Yeah.
What
Aldred, are you
is
getting your
this?
four?
Yeah, he actually stands up and says, I would definitely be interested in joining Force Grey.
Zerelda?
What's this Force Grey business?
You would swear allegiance to the city of Waterdeep and to myself, and from time to time I would ask that you perform deeds to further and protect the city's interests.
I see.
Is
I
there...
may need to think about this. I have been part of an elite and aligned organization before, and it didn't work too well for me.
You got the same backstory too. Are you sure you're unrelated?
It's just what all half-elves do. They all get...
100% of half-elves that you have close knowledge of used to be part of an elite organisation that ended badly for them and have the same accent. I mean, yeah, you draw the conclusions. I mean, you can argue about it being a small sample size until the cows come home, but it's just the way it is.
So we meet another half-elf. That's the decision.
Yeah, we're going to meet another half-elf.
Okay. You
Please
come with
feed
me.
into the stereotype. Yeah, we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys coming as well? Are you guys interested in Force
Oh,
Grey?
damn yeah.
She takes you into a small room. And as she's crossed the threshold, the room that you enter isn't the room that you saw from outside. It's a much larger room, and there's a number of kind of artifacts around the edge, kind of trophies. Do you know the? Have you guys seen Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
Okay, right. So anyway, Batman goes into the Batcave and he's got the Joker's bomb and he chucks it off and there's like loads of bombs just stacked there that he's going to clearly save the world, and it looks very much like that. There's all these trophies of past endeavours of threats that have been against Waterdeep that are kind of around the edge, and there's a big map of the city and a big map of the Environs on another wall. We'll arrange the swearing-in ceremony soon enough. But the first task or the first activity of our priority is this competition between the Reds and the Greens, the gangs. It's a competition between the Zentarium and the Xanathar's Guild, and she kind of assesses you. If you can find anything out about that, who is behind it, names, allegiances, it would be, especially useful to us. Aldred, do you know of the family Growlhund? And you recognise him as a Waterdeep kind of noble family. You don't really know. Maybe you went to school with one of their sons, kind of thing, but not especially. I have concerns about them, so if there's any way in which you can find out a little bit more or establish some intelligence, that would be useful.
What was the family called?
The Growlhund. G-R-A-L-H-U-N-D.
Okay, I will endeavour to, although...
That's not just for you, that's for everybody. But clearly you move in their circles more than Scabrous and Ginge here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can trust Raynar Neverember. He's told me about you. He's told me how you helped.
He does seem to be on the up and up.
He's not his father. And with that, she closes the session. And you guys are going to just meow on about fucking experience, aren't you?
Yeah, Josh was saying he's like 3 sessions.
You're going to be like some kind of unicorn statue telepathically linked to me. Parcels is what I'm after.
Are you going to split the gold as well between us? Can you award that? Or should we just do it ourselves?
Possibly. I tell you what, okay.
Can we just do it ourselves? It's just 50. Is it not just
50 each? Yeah, just add
50 each.
Yeah,
50 gold each.
Easy peasy, do it yourself.
I think you're probably going to level as well.
Woohoo!
So I've got 56 dragons.
Joe's either reading an ebook or he's preparing to level his character.
I'm leveling up on T&T Beyond.
Excellent.
Have we leveled up?
I don't know.
I've got a lot of
I
dragons.
haven't worked out. Right, hold on.
We're at 1,650. So we would need 1,050.
What do you mean 1,650?
Experience.
But we wouldn't even be level
That'd be level 3. 900 is level 3. 2,700 is level.
I was not thinking of about what you said there.
Okay, so let me see. You've had. Okay, if I actually chose the right book, do you know what?
Ooh, I've got a fair bit of gold.
Yeah, so do I.
How
Well,
much have you got?
It's all gonna be-
70.
It's all gonna be
What?
spent on like putting spells in my book.
I've got 56 because I had 6.
That's about one downtime action, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah. We're gonna try and live cheap for a bit.
Well, I've got quite a bit.
Ooh, so you're on 1,650, and I owe you what, 3 sessions? Do you reckon?
Oh, hang on a minute. How's this work? Because dragon, silver, and copper are all listed as well as gold piece, silver piece, and copper piece. GP, SP.
Dragons are gold.
Yeah, dragons.
So
are
why
gold.
is and GP listed and SP and silver listed and
because
copper
there'll
and
be
CP
there'll
listed?
be like an add the Dragon Heist add-on will have like created the entry or what have you.
So,
Okay, so yeah, so I think you will make I'll give you up to 2,700 XP. So you make
Right.
level 4.
So what's our EXP total?
Your XP, no,
2,750.
so you get 1,150.
But what's it standing at the
So
moment?
it's at 2,700. So bang on level 4.
So
Cool.
we'll just change it manually to 2,700.
Oh, I've got to pick more spells. There's almost so much pressure when I level up now. I've got to like look over the 20 odd spells and be like, oh.
Where's our XP listed?
If you click on, on the main page where it'll say your class and level, click on where it says your mine says Rogue Free.
Alright, yeah.
Yours will say Cleric Free.
Yeah.
Rose
So,
free.
all right,
You
so what's our total XP?
Joe, yours will say Fighter Free
2,700.
on the main page of your character sheet below class and level.
Right. Yeah, got it. 2,700.
Yeah, and then to level up, we have to drag and drop it for another level from your thing from the.
Okay, so let's do
Yeah,
them
it's
off stream. Oh shit!
Whoops.
What happened? You gave yourself 27,000.
Instant death to yourself.
I don't understand.
Experience.
You damaged yourself for 2,700 damage.
Instant death. You better roll up that warlock now. That's awesome.
So I've just moved it over so that we are in fact now seeing Fantasy Grounds. So you can see here, Joe decided that after the first session he wanted to really make sure that he wasn't coming back. There we have it. Okay. Right, that's that. It's what 11:20. So I promised you get out of the Blue Alley. You didn't explore everything.
No.
You left stuff behind. What can I say?
But in this loads of good magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
there's
the
a
glowy
staff of
sword that glows.
power. There's a Vorpal blade. There's a Holy Avenger plus 12. There's
It's all right. We're going back next session.
all kinds. Oh no, they were once in a entry time special offers. Right. I'm trying to think what we do now. We close the session. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So, thank you for watching on Twitch and also on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed that. Did you have fun, Joe?
Pardon?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The old. Let me ask. So give yourself thinking time trick.
Yes, I've had a lot of fun, and I mean, I do think you guys should keep me around because let's face it, for every session that I've been here now, you've leveled up.
Can't argue that.
That is
That's our half elf logic work.
I just bring with a triple XP bonus. That's what I
That's
do.
it. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. A rule of small numbers is clearly not at play there at all. So thank you for listening, watching. Our next session will be back on Tuesday the 12th.
It was the 5th the other day.
Tuesday the 5th. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to work it
5th.
out. So we skip next Tuesday because that's our off week. Tuesday the 5th of February.
Tuesday. Oh god. 5th of February. Okay.
And if you enjoyed this Dungeons and Dragons and you want to have something with a little bit more failure involved, then follow us Titles and Troubles game, where it's not the same crew. It's a subset, and I do need to edit the next session, but it's so heart wrenching, such an emotional session for me to have to go through again, to revisit the trauma vicariously.
One of us loses our shit. Three gets his.
I mean, what happened?
To be honest, not an awful lot. Just the bad guy got away, and I got really upset.
Mine got very emotionally involved.
That's a spoiler, although I imagine this will be released after, yeah? No, but then it's a spoiler.
It's easier for me to edit this than it is for me to edit Sec as well. Yeah, so yeah, you can look at our Titles and Troubles game, which is streams every other Friday, and it's also available on YouTube on a different playlist. We're up to like episode 9 or 10 on that. Similar kind of stuff. But that's level 12, and it's dealing with leaders of organisations and countries. So we have a Count Circusar, and we have his quite mercenary marshal, Ox Dragonborn. And we have his emotional Hawk of Alamander in the shape of Darien. And that next game is
Next
Friday the 1st.
Yeah,
today.
next Friday.
Yep. Okay, cool. So join us for that, because that is fun for me. And the Bay Knights. And the Eladrin. And the Queen of Masquerade. And Milady de Winter. Just put it out there.
Yeah, we've definitely got more enemies than that. Not good.
Yeah. Anything to add, guys? Anything to say, Martin?
Sorry, you cut out there, and I'm assuming you said my name because no one else is speaking.
Yes.
Anything to add? Anything to say, Martin?
No, just no. I don't.
Okay, that's good. Then let's stop saying no and move on to the next person.
I mean, what was that?
I'm just, I'm getting wound up just thinking about the last session. So
PTSD.
yeah,
A
exactly.
little bit more. Do you want to talk about?
So we need a helpline.
Joe, could you go and get us a leather couch, and we'll just have a chat about it. So, Joe, is there anything that you want to ask about the last session in particular?
What, the one that just happened?
No, anything. All right, okay. Anything to say now before we exit?
Oh, thank you for having me.
No, thank you.
Then I look forward to the next one.
Good stuff. I'll go to Little Beard, the Unreal Ben. Anything?
No, just to point out that it did actually use Misty Step to finally get that sword in the end, like we suggested three sessions ago.
Oh yeah, I could have teleported.
And Poster Boy.
Arigato. Continuing my Japanese.
I thought you said I'll have a gelato, and you were like getting ice cream in. I don't know.
Doesn't arigato?
It's either thank you or goodbye in Japanese.
That's thank you. That's
thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it works. I mean, I don't know how impolite the Scots are, but I thought it was fine. Anyway, cheers. Cheers, everyone. Bye.